Cold, I'll get you a hoodie.
I ain't cold. I'm gonna get even warmer when I drink all these beers.
Yeah, we are. It's almost insane.
Okay, we now
how
record.
good Connor is.
Connor is insane. Yeah, sure, man. Drip it in.
Ross's Aussie
Aussie?
American accent.
If that's Aussie, I'll just stop the impressions full stop.
Oh. Have you watched The Last Dance, Ross?
No, I haven't.
Have you not?
No, that's
Still
Kobe and that.
Yeah, I thought you'd be all over that.
I will be. I will be. I've seen it.
I'm watching in about 3 days, 2 days, 3 days.
Is it a series?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like
10
10
episodes.
episodes.
It's like a doc.
Got to get into it.
It's amazing.
Give it a go. Got to give it a go. I've been watching White Gold.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I've
I've
only
seen
seen,
season 1 of that. That's
So many
hilarious.
fit birds in it.
Is that with Ed Westwick?
Yeah.
Because they were going to film another one, but he got done for rape, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that wasn't proved. It was never proved.
I was fuming.
It was never proved.
Never proved that, was
It's
it?
never proven. You know, it's
I
never
think he was
proved.
actually like acquitted.
Doesn't mean it
He's
didn't
done
happen.
it, but you know, it's not proof.
No, true.
I just think he's one of those creepy guys, isn't he? Like
He
every
knows
girl,
he's
like,
big and he knows he's good looking. He's like, you know what, I can have any bird I want. Come into my palm.
You think about it, being like a British
That's what
actor
he's
or like a
He's
is
American.
this a spit girl?
No, he was born in
Yeah.
Stevenage. He was born in Stevenage.
Was he? I thought he was
Yeah.
American.
I thought he was American.
No, being like a British actor and like American Hollywood movies, you must be like raking it in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So
He's-
like Hollywood parties when everyone's had a few, they probably
mean-
saw the Me Too movement and were like, do you know what?
I mean, everyone in Hollywood are fucking rapists anyway. I mean, look at Weinstein for starters.
Oh mate, have you seen that thing on Twitter about Donald Trump?
Yeah. The thing that came out by Anonymous.
Yeah. Have you seen that?
No.
He was like best mates with Epstein.
Epstein, yeah.
Oh, of course he was.
Apparently, have you
They
watched
all
that?
are.
Have you watched the Epstein?
Yeah, I watched it. Fucked.
Oh no,
That's so dark. I can't
It's
bring
mucked
myself to
up.
watch
It's
it.
mucked up, mate. Don't watch it. The
mate.
things
so
he'd done. Just for massages. He loved his feet being massaged.
Oh,
yeah, that's
Imagine
what I,
massaging an old man's feet. Oh.
oh.
that's what James was telling me. He was like, oh, he used to just get like underage girls to come around and like say, oh,
$200.
Yeah, gives him like $200. He's a billionaire. Gives him $200.
Yeah. Do you know how he made his billions though? He
No.
done it in he you know the fella that owns Abercrombie and Fitch, and he owns the whole chain. I forgot what the chain he owns, but he gave, I think it was Epstein. Like I think him and Epstein, because he got allegedly he was like gay, wasn't he? He was
Well,
bisexual.
Epstein?
Yeah, and he went,
Was
"Are
it?
you into bisexuality? Are you bisexual?" And he went, "I'm not going to answer that question." You see it in the actual episodes, didn't you? And then
I haven't seen it.
No, the actual episodes, the actual ones you see, and the guy that I don't know his name, so if I get it wrong, I get it wrong. But he apparently said that me and Epstein, I was really close to him. He can sell himself to me, and he sort of gave me a leg up, and gave me money, and then that's how he made his billions, as you say.
Because I've heard most
Yeah.
of the documentaries from his neighbour, innit?
Yeah,
His
yeah.
neighbour's
Is
like,
it?
yeah, this guy had everything, like he had a private jet, massive
Private
house.
island.
He had like a nice
Cape
wife
Verde.
and everything. Did he have a nice wife?
Well, girlfriend. She was from Oxford. She was a right arsehole.
Oh,
Was
right.
she?
Is she in
Butters.
it?
No, she isn't in it, but
Oh,
she
right.
didn't get done. He got done, but she was like the main sort of like. She was the one like
She was
scouting
like-
the
she was
girls
obviously
getting
cool
in.
with it, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Really?
100%. Yeah, she was the one that's saying,
Oh.
"You come in here, and you know, oh, I know a guy that will really like you, and he will charge you for like massage. He'll give you $200 a day." And like 15-year-old,
the
16-year-old girls are like, "Yeah, definitely, I want to earn $200
Yeah, I'd do it
bucks."
for
Yeah.
But then I don't realise that there's obviously seconds after the massage, and Epstein turns up and goes, "Take your clothes
Yeah,
off."
apparently he's just getting naked. wasn't
Yeah,
he?
that's it. Take your clothes
what
off.
a
It's just
freak.
fucked.
Where were the parents in all this? Were
They were from broken homes,
Oh,
so they're all
okay.
from like
Oh,
crack
so-
addicts and stuff.
Oh,
They
so,
were from, like,
so she didn't get prosecuted at all, and she like scouted them out.
yeah, exactly. And Epstein did, but he had the top attorneys, so he literally got off every time. That's the problem.
Jesus.
What
So
on earth?
every time Epstein went in, he was like, yeah, he gets slapped on the wrist, but then he got done big time because everyone came forward. Everyone was scared because who Epstein was.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
Anonymous
Yeah, I
put
mean-
his little black book on Twitter. Did you see that? So it's called like Epstein's Little Black Book, and it was basically like receipts. It was like receipts of everything, and it was like all his contacts and like where they actually like lived and
Yeah.
stuff.
No.
How freaky is that? But Donald Trump was, mate, Naomi Campbell was on it.
Yeah, she would be. She's
Really?
a big time model. She's
Yeah.
like one of the biggest models. Everyone knows Naomi Campbell.
Yeah,
everyone
big time.
does. Like
Oh,
Kate Moss.
to be
everyone
fair,
knows Kate Moss.
once you're a billionaire and you've got your own island, you can pretty much do what you like.
Yeah, you just got so much money you're above.
But who's that weird?
Bill
If I
Clinton.
was a billionaire, I wouldn't
Bill
be
Clinton was on it,
such a
wasn't he?
kid.
Was it?
Bill Clinton, as Red calls it, Bill Clinton being
Yeah, on the
the
island.
plane
Yeah.
and on the island.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
And so is Prince Andrew. We all know
Yeah.
Prince Andrew's a pedo, but you know.
Well, that's why that's why we all know he's a paedophile.
Yeah, we all know it's a pedo.
But that's why they think Epstein was killed, don't they? They say it was suicide.
Yeah,
But
it
if you're in a
wasn't
prison,
suicide. He didn't kill
No,
himself.
if you're in
He
a
didn't kill
prison like
himself.
that, they take away your shoelaces and stuff.
Yeah.
They take away your belt.
Yeah.
How do you do it?
No.
How
Definitely
did they
not
say he
himself.
did it? Cyanide or something?
No, it was hang himself.
Yeah, he hung himself, but he's
They
a
take away
6'2",
everything.
6'3" bloke.
Yeah.
But the measurements didn't add up, and the coroner said that it was asphyxiation, isn't it? Asphyxiation? I
Yeah,
can't say it properly.
asphyxiation or
Asphyxiation,
whatever,
yeah. And that's the thing. There's no marks of the actual prison rat round his neck saying that he choked himself. And if he did, his feet would be touching the ground. So it's impossible.
Yeah, you can actually.
It didn't add up. It's all weird.
I
It's all
just
weird
wondered
stuff.
what he used, because they do take away all like string, don't they?
Yeah.
You
Well,
can't
yeah,
wrap
got
up your bed sheets.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
But obviously Donald Trump was he's president, and he still is president. If he was getting, because he was going to get tried, wasn't he? Epstein. It was like a couple of days before he actually went into court, and it's all weird, mate. All
Yeah,
weird.
but it's the same thing about bloody Princess Diana.
Oh, she was killed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was assassinated the same way Epstein was.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
royal
that's slightly
family,
different.
the royal family just sweep everything under the rug.
The royal family.
There's like
are
that
the
weird sort of
fucks.
level of like poshness or like middle classness.
They're
that
all
they're just
corrupt,
like,
aren't
oh, we don't want to look like young, so
They're
we'll
all
just
corrupt.
whatever sweep it under the rug.
Sweep under the rug.
They're all corrupt. Everyone's corrupt.
They're all
Like,
inbred.
There's always they're all inbred, but there's a higher power. There's definitely a higher power that we don't know about, especially this COVID-19. Especially when you think about why the fuck they want us to be in lockdown for so long.
Yeah,
The
I don't
economy's
believe
fucked. They're controlling us because we're relying people that are furloughed, people that are under business regulations, and people that are self-employed like myself. We can't earn that money because we have to go to other people's houses. You know, we have to make that business. We need to bring that business to people. You know, so this furlough scheme that's been brought
Yeah,
out.
I reckon it's a way.
Everyone's
I
paying us.
I
They're
said
going, oh,
that.
you're relying on the government.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
we don't give you the money, you're fucked. You got to do whatever we say. If you don't do whatever
Yeah.
we say, you won't get any.
I
of the
reckon
money.
it's a good way of like making sure people pay tax. So they're checking all the people that've been getting paid cash in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when before I did my leg, I was getting paid 80 quid a day. I didn't pay any tax. It's all cash in hand. At the end of
That was
every
an
day, I
arsehole.
was paid.
Yeah.
So like they're trying to find people like that all of a sudden are, oh crap, they're self-employed. Like technically I was self-employed, but I didn't apply for it, did I?
No.
So like I think it's just a good way of doing like a big census on the population and being like, oh
is.
well, you never pay tax, so
Yeah, they've said now.
you can make up stuff obviously. But
Oh yeah, you can.
you have two books. Don't
You
you?
will-
You have
you-
your cash
you-
books and your normal books.
You will get found out. That's the problem with this government.
Only
They're
mugs
all-
pay tax
everyone's-
anyway.
Yeah, exactly. We all say that, don't we? You know what I mean? I won't pay tax. And...
Why
No,
the
I say
hell-
earn under the limit to pay tax.
Why would I
but
want to pay for a
don't
politician's
really.
holiday?
Yeah, I'd rather go to Bali, South Africa, and all that, and spend me good,
Yeah.
hard-earned money.
For cash money. You make the cash money, you give it to your dad, he puts it in your account, tell him it's for your birthday.
I'm sorry, but what?
Don't think.
Yeah, but what?
Don't think. The government are going to go, oh yeah, his dad just gave him 11 grand, that's fine.
That's all right, you can have that.
That's for his birthday, we'll
all
let him
That's
off.
all right. How
Believe
much do you earn a year?
believe
20?
it or not.
Oh, fuck, man, 30% of that.
No,
No.
believe it or not, that happened.
The thing is, though, with the government, right,
My dad's really generous.
it fucks me off, though, because what the fuck does the money go on? The NHS is still in shit,
NHS.
Yeah.
right? The roads are still shit. You know what I mean?
Those are shit.
Every
They got
time I'm
worse.
driving to work, there's roadworks. There's
Yeah.
always people working on the
It's
road.
got
And I'm
worse.
thinking,
Where is the money going?
where is it going? School system shit. You have to pay for your own school dinners.
It's true to be fair.
Well,
Well, not now anymore. Rashford's come out. Good man.
Marcus
Good man.
Rashford.
Big up Rashford, yeah.
Shitting on
Daniel
Kate.
Rashford. Did you see
Daniel.
that?
Who's Daniel
Did you
Rashford?
not see that? The bloody
Oh, Matt
politician
Hancock.
called him Daniel.
No.
On was it this morning?
This morning, Daniel
He
Rashford
called
was
it,
an
you all
amazing
know,
human being. He done
Daniel
this.
Rashford, and everyone was like, Daniel
Who
Rashford.
the fuck's Daniel? Is that his brother?
Even
He's lesser known brother.
even my mum was like, came upstairs and goes, he's just said Daniel Rashford on the
Everyone
on
knows
live
who Marcus
TV.
Rashford is. He's like the youngest sensation in England's
Oh,
history.
bet.
I usually don't like footballers, but he's done a good thing.
He's done a good thing, yeah. I mean, some footballers are arseholes, and I'm going to admit that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I
It's
look up to some
I've
footballers.
noticed it's usually like low league footballers that are usually arseholes. Do you know
Oh,
what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah, yeah. People that believe that they can make
The
it.
ones that are like, yeah, do you know what, I'm a footballer. I splash like whatever on like a bottle of Grey Goose.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
It's that kind of-
they're the ones that earn
the Premier
like
League ones earn
500
like
quid
six figures a week.
They earn 500 quid a week.
Yeah.
They get paid for
I mean,
shit.
I'd happily do that to kick a bag
Kick
of
a
wind
ball,
around the field
Yeah.
for a living.
Oh no, I want to be
But
a
yeah.
sub. That's what I want to
I'd
be.
love
Just
to
be on the
I
bench.
want to be like
I'd love to be a
bench
sub.
for Man City.
No, I want to be
Oh,
on
Man
the bench.
City, yeah, mate, they'll buy
I
anyone.
want to be their second.
I wanna be a
second
sub for,
reserve
like-
goalkeeper.
They would market you, go, oh, this is some guy. He's just come into the team. You
Yeah.
know, he's got no professional
ain't-
experience. We've signed him for 5
He ain't
million.
half bad.
We're giving him 50 grand a
He
week.
looks good in
He
training,
looks
not good
and
enough
everyone's
to-
like, when are we seeing him? Oh no, you've got to
Nah.
wait for that.
He's on the bench. I would take 50 grand a week on the bench.
everyone would,
I'd be like,
wouldn't
look, boss,
Everyone would.
I don't want all these other guys. They want to play. I don't want to play. I
wanna
want to
be
sit
on
on
the
the bench. I'll keep it warm for you, boss. Don't worry. I'll
wanna-
turn up to training on time every day. I'll be at every game.
I'll wash the players' boots. I don't care.
Yeah, literally.
50 grand, mate.
50 grand
I
a
ain't
week.
getting that anywhere else. You know?
If you give me sort of 30 grand a year, I'd be happy with being a footballer.
Yeah.
Like, what an easy way of
This is
life.
the thing. This is the thing.
Wake
I don't
up,
get what.
training.
It's annoying because you see like these big players, like you see the Mesut Ozils and stuff like that. He's on 100 grand a week, but he
That's
won't sign
ridiculous
another
money.
contract unless he's on 350 grand a week. What do you need?
Yeah, why do you need
What
that
do you
much
fucking?
money?
Yeah,
Your
what
house
makes
is
you-
probably paid for anyway. I mean,
Oh,
Arsenal
easily,
want you there. They're going to put a percentage into your house.
Yeah.
You've got 100 grand a week. Obviously, part of that goes on tax. You know, it's all PAYE with Arsenal. So I've seen Iwobi's tax slip. Fuck me. I saw that on WhatsApp. It's ridiculous. And fella from Chelsea, I've forgotten his
They're
name.
paying tax, I don't really care. Earn what you
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then the rest of us shouldn't have to pay tax. If
Exactly.
they're
You
earning it
think
all.
all these?
Didn't Messi like almost see jail time or something?
He didn't pay 300 million or something, or 30. Was it 30 million?
Yeah,
I don't know if
tax
it's too
avoidance
much.
was
Yeah.
rather
And
than
Ronaldo
evasion.
got done as well.
They all
No,
do it,
yeah,
though, don't
yeah,
they?
good.
They all do it.
Well, yeah, you would though, wouldn't you?
No, yeah.
I'll put it all in offshore.
I mean, I've never paid tax. So.
I wouldn't. What was it going on? And what, to feed them fucking sleazy bastards up
Well, when I
in
need
a
to go
high
to,
power?
I need to go to A&E every 5 years.
Well, mate, your leg, you.
That kind of cost what? A couple of metal stitches. Oh,
Lad, it
You
costs
pay
loads.
private anyway.
that's like
You
30
go
quid.
private.
Yeah, booper.
Boop.
Yeah, booper. Shut up, mate, booper. They actually kept ringing me the other day. I said, oh, I'll sign up for private healthcare. That does. Yeah, I'm at work, mate. I'm not
Have you
on
been
fucking
to-
Xbox. God, I don't want to talk to you.
When I was like 3, I had my tonsils and adenoids out, and that was a private hospital, and that was like literally like a hotel.
It's brilliant. Isn't
It's
it?
amazing.
I used to
They're
work
meant
in
to be amazing.
Nuffield.
You
I
get
used to
your
work
own
in
room,
Nuffield.
you get a TV,
Yeah.
you get like your
Beautiful.
own ensuite.
You feel like you're in the hill.
Come in, oh, the doctor's ready for you now. Oh, okay.
The meals that they prepare as well. Fuck, mate. It's
Yeah.
like you're having caviar for starters.
Yeah.
You can have whatever
Honestly,
you want.
private hospitals are the way to go if you can afford it.
Yeah.
I'd
Sorry,
rather
peasant.
not be in the hospital.
Excuse
Well,
me,
yeah, I'd
sir.
rather
Can I
not
just
have-
get
rather
an
not have to
operation?
go.
How much money do you earn? 5 grand a year.
But
Fuck
most
off.
of the time it comes
Yeah.
with your job, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
Boop is
Yeah.
part of the package, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That'd
it.
be
Yeah,
nice.
a lot of people get that included. So a lot of people go for those sort of jobs, don't they? They go to London, get that good high pay packet, and then
Oh,
they say,
you could not pay me
I
that.
get incentives here.
Yeah.
I can get private healthcare
Although
for
you've
a
got to
certain
sit-
percentage.
You've got to sit on the tube.
Unless
Oh,
after
fuck,
I'd
that
know-
stinking
Unless
VR,
after-
yeah.
Hate the tube.
travel expenses, I was still earning 6 figures. You couldn't pay me enough to go on. You could not pay me enough to go on the tube now.
No,
Especially now. I didn't like it anyway, but especially now.
no, now.
As soon
I'm
as you know
not
what,
to do
did
it.
you ever do this? When someone sneezed on the tube, did you go? Or go?
Yeah, I hold my breath.
Yeah, I do when someone coughs. I'm
Dude,
like,
I
I turn around.
I was saying to Dad today about the bloody Sainsbury's and Tollgate, because that is like they've clearly got a vaccine around there that none of us know about. That, like we don't know about. Because you walk in, I was like, oh, so you don't have to line up. Like, there's a big sign, exit, straight through the exit. We walked.
Yeah.
Literally, you walk in, the lady goes, I thought she's going to go, oh, you need to have a trolley, because like some places say that.
Yeah, 2
Yeah.
meters.
She,
or
all she
something,
says
yeah.
was, oh, do you want to know how to do the smart checkout? Dad was like, no.
Get fucked.
I was like, but you walk around there. It's literally just prison rules. Someone even coughed on the back of Dad and he called them the C word.
You cr-
And it was just bizarre. It was almost like it didn't exist. I mean, there were some people in masks and some people just sort of literally brush past you. Oh yeah, in the trolley.
The problem is the people who
not
wear
care.
masks think they're invincible, think they
I know.
can't get it because they
Yeah.
got a fucking mask on.
Yeah, but the thing
So they're
is,
flying everywhere.
I saw today, I saw a mum and 2 daughters all wearing masks and all wearing gloves. If you're that worried about it, don't bring your daughters out.
Why is she taking? No, she be. I
Should be 2
one-
people per household, wouldn't it? That was the actual rule.
Well,
no,
now it's
no,
all
the
been
first
lenient.
one.
Mate, the first time I ever went with Daz, she turned me away.
Yeah, I
sit in
like
the
that
car.
whole one person
That's it.
trolley. Fucking.
I mean, if it's a baby, yeah, sit in a trolley. I mean, you can't fit in a fucking trolley, can you? For starters, I mean, what? Yeah, put Finton in there. You fucking,
True.
you can,
I won't.
you can get in there. But no, my mum actually had the same experience. She was in Lidl, big up Lidl. Love a bit of Lidl.
Lidl's good.
Oh yeah,
Lidl
for all the,
top
if you're mass gaining,
It's a
heart
bottle-
gaining
a bottle
before
of
COVID.
Fintons.
Oh, the Finton, yeah, I've got it for you, obviously. You know. Okay. Silent I, we'll put that into an E. But You know, Lidl's, mate. I'll tell you what, you get batches of eggs. If you're hard gaining for gym, like I was, mate, you can get fuckloads for 30 quid. You can get a weekly shop.
Oh, no, Lidl's is top stuff. Lidl's
Oh, big time.
Dad's always like, oh, you spend like an extra 30 quid in Sainsbury's for the same amount of food.
Yeah, you do.
Easy.
My mum knows. She went, I spent 150 quid today at Lidl. I went, yeah, but in Sainsbury's you spend 250. You spend an extra 100 quid. Because you look in Lidl, the thing is though, you walk around it, it's smart fucking marketing, isn't it? 'Cause they give you an aisle.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing. I mean, Sainsbury's is just all over the place. Whereas
that's
Aldi
right.
and Lidl's and home bargains, you have to go past all the shit that you don't need and go, oh, actually, I do need that, but I'm not going to use it this year. I'll use it in 2 years' time.
Yeah.
I'll dig it out of my cupboard.
Yeah, I've said that to my granddad before because I remember Miss Redfern told us in business,
Big old
and she
Redfern.
goes, she was like, yeah, they'll only move. You know, you go to the supermarket and you know what you want, you know where it is. You
Yeah.
go there, but you go there and it's moved.
Yeah.
They'll only move it so you
tactical.
bypass stuff and you're like, oh, do you know what? I'll just chuck that in the trolley as well.
When it attacks it, when it's like buy two get one for the half price and stuff like that, but actually in natural sense you're actually spending the same amount. I forgot what it was. There's a certain
Yeah,
market
there's like some
tactic in
equation.
business.
Yeah, some like business equation.
Mr.
where, like,
Harder, boy, big up Harder.
Big up
Mr.
Mr.
Harder,
Harder.
he
Peter
told me,
Harder.
oh mate, I was scared of him.
He
mate.
was the scariest
Oh,
bloke.
when I talk, I'm not going to say what I said to Kapil, but he was horrible to me. I was a horrible twin. Let's say it like that. But we got sent to Harder's office, and my God, he answered a question, but he wouldn't let you answer it. He would answer it for you.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm not doing it. But
That's
he
proper.
said it in like a, I don't know if it was PSHE or something like that, what we had with him. And he said something about like, oh, if you buy two, you get one for half price. It's pretty much the same thing.
Any change you get is going in the change jar.
Yeah, exactly. So it's 30p, yeah, put it in the charity shop.
Yeah, that's literally. Who wants spare change these
Oh,
days?
no, I
Especially
hate
now, it's so dirty.
I don't like cash.
Cash
I
is
really,
gone, innit?
Yeah, well, it's
I
all
think
I'll tell you-
plastic
done.
money now, isn't it?
Mate, they say lockdown. Moldy and I went to Mersey the other day and got fish and chips. Went in there. They have a big sign on the door saying, we will sort of like tame the queue. And I was like,
It's a weird way of putting it.
mate, I
Yeah.
just sort of like looked in there. There's two people. He goes, cash only. I thought, oh great, I'm gonna have to go and touch the cash machine, get cash out.
Yeah, that's
And I was just thinking, and there was literally none of them had
face masks,
gloves.
gloves.
Like 3 of them working, no face mask, no gloves, no anti-bac on the till. And I had none in my pockets. I was thinking, oh, I've got it.
Yeah.
I've got it, that's
Definitely.
it.
Literally,
There's one that
ordered
baffled
food
me.
in.
Yeah.
And then the annoying thing, literally just pay for it. And then Moldy goes, oh, I would like some ketchup. All the ketchup's in sachets in a communal thing. I was
Oh,
like,
no.
and then
I'm
I
out.
was like,
I'm
oh,
out.
we got.
Someone
I then
wrestles
went,
that.
what are we gonna eat it with? And he goes, oh, for God's sake, those wooden plastic forks.
Oh,
wooden
no.
forks. Went and grabbed that, and I was like, man, the amount of people that have, because like when you touched it, the box obviously moved.
Yeah.
And I was like, the amount of people that have gone like
Yeah.
that, and there's no
But they
anti-bac.
rustle,
in
don't
it.
they? They look at one, they go, I don't like the look of that.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for this
Mate,
one.
I
They
know.
put that one back. You think, someone's had their greasy fingers on that.
The amount of like
You don't want it,
people
do
that
you?
have done that, and I just thought, oh, I've definitely got it. And then he goes cash only, and then he gave me back change.
You should have just been like, keep
his
the
hand.
change.
And yeah, but it was £5, and I was like,
Oh,
and then
so
it was
you got notes back then?
old £5 notes as well. And I just went, oh,
That's
fuck
not
that. I just
gonna
looked
work
down,
anymore.
I was like, oh, and I think I left some of it on the top of a bin. So I just thought,
It won't work
I just
anymore.
thought, you know what, I don't want
Can't
it.
even change it anymore. I went to Clacton.
We actually
and,
we bought a bottle of water just to wash our hands with.
Christ.
Try it,
That's how
yeah.
dirty
That's
we
what,
are.
actually, yeah. My dad had a sanitizer in his pocket, but we went to Clacton and we went to the actual main chippy by the pier,
Yeah, the
and
good
that
one.
is the good one. And you go down the stairs, mate. People don't know how to social distance. It says on there social distance, but people walking behind me, they're scumbags anyway. You know, Clacton. Sorry, but it's literally you go in there and there's literally
though.
people. It's true, yeah. And they're like. Darcy, come here, babe. You got to
Darcy.
stay. Yeah, I'm making a. Come here, you got to fucking social distance in it. Yeah, mum, I'm going. Yeah, don't even get me started. But they let their kids run riot, coughing everywhere, run up steps, down the steps, run up steps, and I'm just waiting for fish and chips. So I'm down there. My mum and dad are up here with my brother. I'll go and get the chips and all that. They gave me probably about 6 fucking portions of chips. Every chip he does, right?
Yeah.
You say
So
medium,
I've
it's
literally, and they were
massive, innit?
literally, they were good. They were good. They had gloves on. They had the face masks on. One of them didn't. And when he was talking, I saw a lot of spit coming out of his mouth. He didn't have a teeth there. I was thinking, shit, do I want this? And I thought, no, I do like that Savoy right there. So I've got to have a bit there, you know what I mean? So I've got a bit of Savoy and cod, and it was nice. Then my dad fed the pigeons and.
No, literally,
Or the
I
seagulls.
touched ketchups, I touched forks,
They did the sauce
I
for you,
touched
though,
change.
that was- yeah, it's
I
good.
touched change. I had to do my own salt and pepper,
Oh,
my salt and
no.
vinegar, and then
You don't want
and
to
then
do
I
so.
obviously had a wooden fork for the chips, and then it came to the fish, and I was like, well, how am I going to eat this? So I literally had to pick it up like a burger. So I've definitely got
Yeah.
it.
Got the
Yeah.
vid.
Fucking well, good finger of
But
meat.
to be
or
fair, it
whatever.
was on Mersey Island. It's an island. Yeah, right.
Yeah, Mersey Island's alright.
Mersey Island's not really an island, is it? That's a stretch.
That's where all the
There's a bit of a
flipping
causeway.
people from Jaywick go there for a holiday.
Jaywick's like one of the most deprived areas.
It
It's
is.
the most
it?
Didn't
deprived
Ross
area in
Kemp
England.
do? Ross Kemp on Jaywick.
It's-
Did he?
it
He
is-
went there and went,
It is the most deprived area.
oh,
in
we're
England.
going into this cabin right now, and these people,
Just
they're
full of
on
crackheads,
crackheads, you know,
Yeah.
they're all on crack. So we've got to go and check on them and see if they're alright.
Oh,
Bobby's
mate,
head.
I saw on TikTok the other day.
Yeah,
On
man.
TikTok the other day was Ross Kemp in Scotland, like all junkies, and one of them goes, "Yeah, I got really high one night and chopped off 5 of my toes."
Oh.
And he goes, "You chopped off 5 of your toes?" He goes, "Yeah, 2 of them are over there on
Yeah,
top,
yeah,
top
I
of
saw
the TV." And he just went,
Oh,
like
God.
that. It looked disgusting.
There is some weird people out here.
Really,
Really,
Ross Kemp
really.
documentaries are bollocks. So he
I've
says the
watched-
same thing every time. He's
Yeah.
like, is it? I went to the deepest part of Africa. And he's like,
me? You fucking
Oh, that was bad.
gonna
that
fucking
one.
kill me.
That was
That
bad.
was set up. No, I think that's set up.
I
Do you reckon
reckon.
that was a challenge to see how weak he is, or to see if they could generally get away with robbing a bunch of Westerners?
I don't know. I feel
Maybe.
like that.
We instead of holding the gun away, he goes, "You gonna kill me?" He holds the gun to his neck. No one's gonna fucking kill me.
He just
I-
went like
I-
that with a barrel, and he was like just moving it
I
away.
can
Yeah.
never get over Ross Kemp in
To be fair,
extras though.
I'd think
When
it was a
Vinnie
joke.
Jones out hardmans him. Have you seen that?
Oh, that's probably the only extras episode I've actually seen.
With
And the
Ross
one
Kemp
I
of
haven't
Ben
seen
Stiller.
that. No, what's that all about?
And he's like-
so funny.
Honestly, I could have been in the SAS. And he's like, I will mess him up.
Yeah.
And Ricky Gervais basically goes to Vinny, who's on like the set. So, do you know what extras is about?
Nah.
It's
Oh, you've not
basically
seen
about these
Extras?
like.
Oh, it's great.
So it is about extras. So Ricky Gervais is like an extra on a show. So he's like in the background milling about. So he's like working on sets. Sort of, what is it? The Ross Kemp one? I think he's just like.
It's like a Downton Abbey type
Yeah, it's
thing.
like a Downton
he was
Abbey
in
thing.
tights. That's all
But
I
then
remember.
the next set over,
Tudorian
the
one,
next
isn't
set over, Vinnie
Yeah.
Jones is doing something,
Right.
and he's like, I've heard Ross Kemp's chatting bollocks about me, but Ricky Gervais is just like the middleman, like going in between.
Just
them.
going in,
And he's like,
just
he's like,
staring it up.
Shit.
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
it's like, to be honest, Ricky Gervais reckons he could have you. No, Ross
Ross
Kemp.
Kemp.
Yeah.
Ross Kemp reckons he could have you, and he's like, oh okay, because Ross Kemp's like, honestly, I could kill him, man.
He's going, yeah,
He's a
I could've-
paratrooper, wasn't he? He was a paratrooper. So
Well,
you-
Ross Kemp
Was he?
Yeah, I think he was a
Was he?
paratrooper. yeah.
Really?
I'll have to Google that
Always
later.
scored.
Yeah, I
Believe
feel
it.
I scored you were a paratrooper. You know what one?
Yeah,
We'll
one
talk
of
about
those
it, but
bollocks,
yeah,
yeah.
but yeah.
He was
can't
going, yeah, I could kill him, man. I
Yeah,
could
he's
kill
like,
him.
he's like,
Yeah,
"I
yeah.
could, mate."
Vinnie Jones is just
He
that
was like,
fake tough
fucking
guy.
Vinnie Jones is the one that
honestly-
grabbed the balls, isn't it?
He's honestly, so Ricky Gervais is like, so you think you could have Vinnie Jones? He went, honestly, he's a fake tough man. I could have been in the SAS. Like, stuff like that.
Yeah,
And he,
so
he
funny.
goes and tells Vinnie Jones what Ross has said. And Vinnie Jones is like, oh, I'll mess him up.
Yeah.
I'll bang him out. I will bang him out.
He's
And he goes,
fucking
oh, you
nuts,
haven't
that.
told him, have you? He gets really scared, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's so funny. That is quality.
Vinnie Jones was a nutter. Him in Lock, Stock and Snatch.
Oh,
Snatch is the
best film
funny,
ever.
yeah, best film. Guy Ritchie.
Snatch
Have you
is
actually
up
saying about Guy Ritchie? Have you seen A Gentleman?
Yeah. I love
What
that.
a
haven't.
film that
You still
is.
not seen
Everyone
that?
keeps telling me about
It
that.
is, mate. I was like hesitant to watch it, and I'm thinking, oh, it's gonna be
It's
one
got
of those
Charlie
films.
Hunnam in it, like, and he's a terrible actor.
No, he's actually
He's
really
actually
good in
really
this.
good in it,
Really
yeah.
good in this.
Do
He
you know
doesn't.
that
He doesn't do a shit
McConaughey's
American
in it.
accent.
after Sons of Anarchy, he had to have lessons again to get his old English accent
Well, he's a
back.
Geordie,
really.
isn't he?
Yeah, he was a
He's
Geordie.
a proper
But
Geordie.
Yeah.
he
I didn't know
he
that.
filmed Sons of Anarchy in America and lived there for like 8 years.
8, 9
And
years.
That's what
actually-
happens.
he actually
though.
forgot
you
his
get the twang,
accent.
didn't you? You get the sort of twang.
Yeah,
that's
his
it.
voice is really
But have
weird.
you actually seen him in Sons of Anarchy? 'Cause
I haven't.
his
You know what? I
accent
haven't
is
watched one
terrible.
episode of Sons of Anarchy, and I
watched a
really do. It
couple.
looks really good.
It's
Yeah.
so-
Some bird
Everyone's
got
ranting
done
and
by an
raving about it.
Uzi. I was like, fucking hell, this
No,
is
it's
intense.
so long. It's like 13, 14 episodes a season,
Season.
and there's 8 seasons, and they're an hour long each.
Jesus.
He's
no.
big. He is big.
Honestly,
You're expecting 5 episodes per season or 6 episodes if it's an hour long.
oh mate, that's what
If it's
Breaking
30
Bad's
minutes,
good.
yeah.
Have you seen
Bad's
Breaking
brilliant.
Bad?
No, do you know? I
You haven't
watched
seen
one
Breaking Bad,
episode
have
and
you?
that's
Yeah, I
it.
watched the whole thing the other day.
Oh, have you?
Yeah,
I need
I
to
got
watch it.
well bored.
How can you get
Unpopular
bored of Breaking
opinion.
Bad?
Oh, and
I got
Heisenberg.
Really
yeah.
bored.
And
Yeah.
Jesse.
You
Fifth
watched,
season was just like, fuck me.
Oh my god.
Come on.
No.
I need to watch it. No, because I can't put my opinion through on this because I literally everyone says, "Oh, it's an amazing thing." I watched one episode. I think you got to watch. It's like Peaky Blinders. I watched the first episode, I was like,
It's
oh, this
slow.
is boring.
Yeah, it's
and then
slow.
I got,
Oh, the first
and then
season,
when
mate.
I had COVID-19, well, I think I did. I watched all the episodes
I think I had it as well.
in December. No, apparently it was here in November, like October, November.
I keep hearing things because I hear that the
It's-
Chinese had it in August and then
They
it
should
came
have.
here in
I
October.
heard
It was
I heard
planned.
they had
It was
it in
all planned. It's all
October.
planned.
I
All
think it
these,
was
all these
man-made.
pandemics that were made are man-made drugs. Ebola was man-made. SARS was
I
man-made.
don't know about Ebola.
Ebola was man-made.
Do you know what
Yeah,
made me
you
laugh?
research it.
It is a jungle out there.
Mate, everywhere. The thing is that really winds me up is where, like, when you go to all these different countries, like if you say you want to go Bali, everyone goes, oh, it's big crime there.
Yeah.
Or, well, I went to South Africa. I know Bali's
not
not,
at
but
all.
no,
I
of
haven't
course.
seen it.
South Africa as well. Right, I went to Cape Town. Apparently, Cape Town is probably the worst place. Johannesburg being one.
Johannesburg
Yeah,
is meant to be.
Joburg.
But
I watched the
Joburg
thing,
is-
Louis Theroux thing of Johannesburg.
Yeah,
it's great.
It's bad. Yeah, and then Shem.
Oh, awesome.
Oh,
Thank you for that.
Thanks, Dad.
Oh, that'd be enough. Cheers.
I'll give you some thoughts as well.
Oh, thank
Oh, lovely.
I'll put it on the wires.
No double dipping
Yeah, no double dipping.
and no tongue.
Cheers for that.
All right, triple dipping instead then.
Oh no, we don't need forks.
Yeah, we're going to be pigs.
Yeah, cheers.
Oh, okay.
Look at that.
That's
Yeah,
manners.
that'd be good.
Oh,
Cheers.
thank
Yeah,
you
there we
very
go.
much, Des. Lovely.
Alright, got podcast snacks.
There you go, snacks. Snacks, yeah. First
Oh mate,
snacks from the podcast.
that sauce is fit.
What is it?
It's like have you heard of sriracha?
Oh,
It's that. It's that, but with mayo.
That's decent. Got a bit of spice to it.
What was you talking about?
Uh,
Yeah, about South Africa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when I went, my mum was like, I went, what's that for? She went, I'm
Yeah,
going to
every
South
mum's
Africa. I
like
went
that.
there. She went there, but she used to, because my auntie and her ex-husband, which is my mum's uncle, they used to go on searches for gangs. So their houses, they used to have like fenced off, and they used to go on like drive-bys, and they used to have guns. So anyone on their property, they shoot them. They kill them.
Yeah.
They don't care.
It's like lawless out there.
Yeah, it's the law. If you go on someone else's farm, trespasser will be shot, survivors will be shot again. That's their law, literally. They don't give a fuck.
No.
So, my cousin Jamie, who was I think 12 at the time, he's
Yeah.
now here, and he went out on a drive with his dad, who cheated on his mum. Obviously, he stays out there. He hasn't seen his dad in years. I'm going really deep now into my family history, so this is great. This is great.
Keep going.
He went out on a drive, and there was people running in the field trying to get into the house. And John, who was his dad,
Just
went
let
like
him
that, aimed at him, shot him, tried to shoot at him, didn't get any shot on him, but he was like, shit,
Jesus.
mate. They didn't care. And he just was there for like 5 months at a time. They moved out there. My auntie was going to move out there permanently, but as soon as she saw that, it was like, well, you've got to go on drives every single night
Yeah.
just to clear the farm and just to clear everything. Mate, I don't want to live in a country like
No.
that. So my mum, as soon as I said I'm going to South Africa, she went, whoa. I went,
Yeah.
what?
Depends which part though.
It depends
Cape
which
Town's
part.
meant
If
to be
you're
quite
in
nice.
if you're in a township,
Where'd you go? Cape Town.
Cape Town. Yeah, I went Cape Town, but we was
Cape Town's still pretty bad.
very bad. But we were like 30 minutes from a city centre, so
Okay.
it's like
Get better.
you say like if you're like a foreigner coming to London, you say
Yeah.
oh, I'm in London, but in natural fact you're in Chelmsford, or you're in,
Oh, okay.
you know, so it's like still 30-40 minutes away from the actual centre. So we were away, and we was on like a golf complex, beautiful, absolutely stunning.
It
So
looked well nice.
mate, honestly, I felt like I was a millionaire. You felt like you just had everything to you.
That's just Rocky's house.
This is Rocky's house, yeah. It's his
Jesus.
mum, yeah. And it was beautiful, and I'm going back there, definitely, no questions asked. I'm definitely going back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, my mum was like adamant, you can't go there. It's so dangerous. I went, yeah, but it isn't. It's not. It's what the news feeds you.
Did you see any?
Yeah.
You know?
Whilst you're
No,
there?
no,
No,
nothing
none.
at all. Nothing to.
To be fair, what I've seen.
In actual
from,
fact, I can actually say this now. They were more friendly than some fucking people in British stores.
Oh,
Like,
really?
I go to the
British
mall.
people are mean.
Oh,
Yeah, we
oh,
are
we're
mean
arseholes.
society.
We're
We are
arseholes.
horrible.
Everyone says it. Even the Americans are
We
like,
are
yeah,
horrible
fuck.
island
The British
race.
are like, you know, sip tea, smoke a fag, and say fuck off. That's literally our motto. But
Yeah.
but we literally went there. I went to the mall, Pole Mall. It's hard to say.
Whatever it's called.
And they had different like sort of like franchises. They had John Dory's, which is like a fish and like seafood shop, like restaurant. They had Panarotti's, which is Italian, beautiful food. And we went in there, and literally all the waitresses and waiters were like, "How you doing, guys? You right?" So Yeah, what do you want? You want this? You want that? So we can get you the pasta. We can bring the pasta to you, and you can have the great food and all this.
That's a good accent.
Yeah, literally, like they were unbelievable. Like, how you doing, guys? You right? And I went, yeah, we're fantastic. Went, oh, where you been staying? Where you from? And I went, we're from London. Oh, we've been London. They literally tell you about it.
Essex, is
They literally stay with you for like. They're like, you might as well join with us, mate.
Yeah,
you know, what do you want to drink?
yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So we literally felt like welcome as anything. You go
Yeah.
to London, you won't get that.
No,
Not at all.
So that's my problem. I just think don't believe everything you see in the media. 'Cause
Nah,
the
people in
media's
London
fucked
are
anyway.
rude.
The media's fucked
Yeah.
anyway. So I know I went on a bit of a tangent then, but still, it's don't believe
No,
everything
media's
you
full
see.
of bollocks, man.
Of course it is.
Even when I went to New York, and everyone there, every time you walk in a shop, they hear you speak. They're like, "Oh, where you from?"
You're British.
They're like, "Oh, yeah, you're from the UK."
Girls
So,
love
yeah.
it, mate. You go there, you get a fucking handful.
This is true.
It's-
Yeah, I was only 15.
oh my god, are you British? Oh my
I
god.
know, I was only 15.
Say tea. It's like tea. Oh my god.
Say table.
Say aluminum. Aluminium.
Yeah, they say.
Say tomato. Oh. It's like,
It's
oh.
weird, isn't it? I think
It's
we're
so-
James Bond.
Yeah, you did, didn't you? Bond, James Bond. Yeah.
Do you know Hugh Grant? Yes. Lives up the road.
Yeah,
Yes, mate.
yes, whoops a daisy. I know him. Yeah, it's great.
Whoops a daisy.
Right, honestly,
Maybe pop in a cup of tea. Quite good, those wings.
they're really
Oh,
good.
really? They're well good. They're like chunky wings.
Then
That's
mine
what
was
you want.
literally just a ball of chicken and salt.
Yeah, with a bit of
It's like KFC then.
Bit of seasoning on top.
bit of seasoning.
Do you know what I did miss? The thing is that really pissed me off is like people ranting and raving about McDonald's as soon as it opened again.
Oh, man.
Oh mate,
People
don't.
queuing up for 2 hours.
What
Seriously.
the
Toss,
fuck?
man.
I never knew how fucking ridiculous our country is about
Yeah.
McDonald's.
I haven't even had
Seriously.
one yet. Have you had one?
No,
I haven't had one yet.
I'm
no.
not even. Do you know what? I'm happy I haven't had one.
No, I'm glad.
So I feel better.
Yeah.
I know I'll have one soon. I love
The
a KFC.
minute I have a beer on night out, I'm going straight for a chicken legend.
Yeah,
But up until that point,
Yeah.
I'm not having one.
That's true.
you ran us out
When
the house for
club's open.
food.
When the club's open in 2021.
Yeah,
Oh, God,
2022, mate. Most
Yeah,
likely.
we'll be social distancing for a way longer than what we would
Reckon?
expect. Oh
It's
yeah,
proper
massively.
cock up all this, isn't it?
Because the thing is, we don't know who's got it still. There could be like 10 people in fucking Manchester that come to London that have it, and it's infected about 100 people.
I think New Zealand had like no new cases for 2 days. No, for a week or something. And then
And
they
they let us come
literally
over.
eased lockdown completely, and then they've had 2 new cases.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
but they've
can't
been
do that.
British tourists, haven't they?
Have they?
Yeah.
What is wrong with
So
us?
what the fuck? Why is tourism still happening?
Yeah,
why is people still
why
flying to New
just shut the
Zealand?
borders?
Yeah, I know.
This is what I don't get.
We wouldn't have this problem. If they shut the
Bojo,
borders.
right? I call him Bojo because
Bojo.
the
Stay at home.
coronavirus is
Save lives.
it's great.
Stay at home, go to work, unless you can't go to work, in which you should stay at home but go
Exactly.
to work. Don't go to work, unless you need to go to work, then go to work.
Play
Honourable
tennis.
gentleman over there.
Play tennis with one person or
two.
2 person.
But you can
Maybe
also
play golf.
play tennis in groups.
But don't play tennis.
In groups
But
of 6.
don't grab the club. Just make sure that you keep the 2 metre distance. She's like, for fuck's
It's
sake.
ridiculous.
What is
I'm not-
going on?
You can play
Just
tennis in groups of
completely
6.
shut everything. And we went, we will not shut the schools, and we will get over the
The
coronavirus.
last
And
thing
I
on
think,
my mind is schools.
you shut the schools now.
Who gives a toss about schools?
Yeah, fuck school.
Yeah,
Even if I had a kid, I wouldn't care about the school.
Yeah, but the kids were the main sort of carriers, weren't it?
Well then,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Apparently, so allegedly.
Yeah, and then
Do you
now they've
reckon
come
that-
out and said if you're not showing symptoms, you can't spread it. So surely kids are fine. So
Yeah, but at the start they're like, oh, you could be a carrier. Even if you don't have symptoms, you could have it. It's on surfaces. And now they're like, oh, we don't actually know if it was on surfaces.
yeah,
or
we
not.
don't
I
know
remember,
any of
I
this.
remember like a week in, they were like, oh, it's probably just mostly spread through notes, like cash, and,
Which is
and
the
through
normal
petrol
thing. Which,
pumps.
yeah,
I was like, well,
that's the normal
I
thing.
would've
Though.
caught
Common
something
cold gets
by
spread
now.
like that. You know, cold gets spread like that.
Yeah.
You know, anything that's
everything gets
got
spread in
flu,
the
the
club,
flu. You know,
especially with me.
In a club, did you
Especially
say?
in a club with me when I'm
Pulling my moves about again.
yeah, when I'm cutting shapes.
it just annoyed me, mate.
Tell you one place that does not need to open: Attic. Attic can stay shut.
I'd be happy if Attic and
As long
Infinity
as it wants.
stayed shut.
I'd love that.
I want Tell Bay and Three Wires to open. Attic
Yeah, do you know
and
what?
Yates.
I'll say it
I
now.
just want pubs.
I feel- I
Actually,
feel-
to be fair, I don't even care about pubs. I just want to be able to do this without this being illegal.
Yeah.
Cheap.
The worst thing about it as well, like with our age, right? We're 22, 23, right?
It would be fine for us.
It's fine for us, but the thing is, what we say about like attic and stuff like that, I could do without going clubbing anymore.
Yeah, so
I almost got jumped the
I
last
like
time I went with you.
Yeah,
And
I
you.
heard that.
Yeah,
I almost got jumped by 5 geezers
poor
because
kid
I
was-
wound them up.
Poor kid was enjoying his drink. He's got pushed.
I got pushed over. I was so pissed. I got up laughing.
That's why I hate.
I laughed in
I
his
hate
face because
clubs.
he pushed me over, and I said,
It's not,
I literally just, I could have stayed up, but I was so
Ross got
drunk and I
thrown across the
slipped. I was
club.
like, I could have
Honestly.
stood up. He pushed me so lightly, and I was like, oh fuck.
no, it's the fact that he like Ross had no idea it was coming, and neither did I, and he proper hoofed him, and Ross went flying. I went, well, there's no need for that, was there?
And I got back up and I laughed. I was like,
He just for some reason he hated Ross. I don't know why. I want to talk about Ross's TikTok.
Oh yeah,
me, is it? Yeah.
that's on the list.
I'm watching the chase.
Your mum is the star of it.
Yeah, oh, my mum and
Yeah.
Emma, in a minute. Yeah, I mean.
Emma can't look at or
well,
touch bananas.
Isn't your,
No.
your most viewed one? It's like Emma going. "Ugh."
Me
Really?
making them a gag. Yeah, she can't watch people when she's drunk, especially. She
Same
can't
as your
watch
mum,
people.
though, innit?
My mum hates people gagging.
Oh.
My mum's got a really bad gag, like sort of reflex. When she watches someone gag or if there's something disgusting, she go, "Ugh," and her gag is brilliant. When she's sick, she sounds
that's
like
the
she's
thing, that's what he used to be like.
really.
Yeah, he was like, I used to be
It
like that, to be
happens.
fair.
Yeah,
I
like
never even knew that as a thing.
it's weird
No, some
because
people can't hack it.
no, I can't, especially with mum and Emma. But with my mum, when she's sick, it sounds like she's trying to like become Spanish. You know when Spanish go, brrr, like she literally,
mate,
and
that's
this
like
you heard
Brad.
it here first,
Brad
right?
does that.
You go, she goes, brrr, like she literally.
Oh, Brad does that.
gags like
Brad
that.
goes.
Yeah, it literally is.
Brad
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
stop, man.
yeah.
Just breaks
It's
up.
literally, it's horrible. And she has got the best gag. So whenever I saw her, I was like, you know what? I'm getting this on video. This has got to be the best thing ever. And I put that on.
It's
and
like
that
his
got
most
about-
viewed one, isn't it?
Yeah, everything is of me taking a piss or pranking people. So obviously I'm
Well,
pranking.
your lowest video is like 30k likes or something stupid like
Yeah,
that. It's
so it's
ridiculous.
30k views.
You're pretty much TikTok famous with your
Sort of.
40,000.
You
When
just
I,
try
when
and
I went
build
on
a career.
live, I had 50 people following me. It's like, how'd you get TikTok famous? I was like, well, I've got 40k followers. I mean, it's not exactly like.
Because I'm hilarious.
'Cause I'm a
10
funny
but
fucker.
I did say, yeah, you know,
You know.
it's just me, really. isn't it?
Also, I was saying to Dad, it's probably because like, it's predominantly American girls on TikTok, and the fact you're a British boy is like. A
I
big
did look
hit.
at my analytics, right, and it said that there's 80% girls watching it and 20%
Mate,
boys. So I was
Mate,
very,
fuck
I did
I
the
was
same.
very
I
happy.
did the same. My
course
Instagram,
it is.
my Instagram followers and like views is like 75% women, and they're all
Yeah,
in America.
yeah.
Why are you
Yeah, it's
shocked
weird,
by
isn't it?
that?
It's really weird.
Well, I don't know because it's like
You used to be a model.
yeah,
mate,
because
like-
all my
It still
mates
is.
are English.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but all my mates are English, so I was just like, well, where's that come from then? None of them DMing me.
It's weird, like even on Instagram, I get people DM me, "Oh, you're that guy from TikTok," and I'm like,
Yes.
"Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, I am."
right.
But like, oh, come on, Paps, please calm down. You know, but I did have actually 2 people that are from Thames Media.
Oh,
that
yeah,
said,
I know the company,
yeah, they said, "Hi, we're from Thames Media. We're
Love
looking at
Island.
a pilot for like a family fortunes thing in lockdown." So obviously, lockdown happened.
No,
I'm
you are the
viral.
perfect family to be on that.
Exactly.
You need that,
But
yeah.
it was 5 people. Obviously, family fortunes is 5 people. There's
so
only
that's
3
5
of us.
people in a
Well, it's
family.
4 of us.
Because you'll get. Is Emma? Would Emma count?
The thing is, it was lockdown. I said,
so
look,
she can
I said,
come
look, my cousin is part of my family, but she's from another household. And they said that wouldn't really work. 'Cause it'll put us in a bit of.
Well, my older
bother.
come round and be stepbrother or something.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like,
The step brother.
Hello.
yeah, hello. Can I be in it, please?
It's not porn, mate. You can't just add step and
You're
it's
the best
alright.
big brother.
Gogglebox.
Are you gonna ever ask for it?
If we had, mate, if we had
Whenever I see that, and I'll see, oh mate, no.
Gogglebox, if we had Gogglebox here, Dad would not have a job.
He would be
He would not have a
famous.
job.
Does he scream at the telly?
Screams at the telly.
I scream at the telly sometimes. Well,
Yeah, but Dad
I'm getting
screams at the
old.
news, doesn't he?
Politician, you posh prick.
Yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah,
stuff,
I do know. I go,
just stuff like
Winger,
that.
what are you doing for this country?
Does not give a sauce. He's probably doing that now, but he can't hear.
Yeah, he's
No,
scratching his head going.
Daz is the only person I know who can chant at the news.
Yeah, he gets proper
We were
wild up.
on Zoom the other night. I was like, fucking hell, Darren. Could you just like turn the TV down a bit? And you just hear him coming out just shouting.
Yo, mate, he's he's like, yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you, you stupid bitch?
My dad's
Just
the
stuff
worst
like
as
that.
well. Honestly, my dad, he Cockney fella, as we class him as, he literally, whenever there's something wrong on the telly, he'll take the mick out of it.
Yeah.
Fuck you, way, stay here, fucking posh prick. Fuck. I'm like,
That's literally it. After
I'm
a
like,
few,
Dad, don't say that. You're like, fuck off. Or something like. He's got his bottle of Stella.
That's literally him.
Yeah.
He started shouting and be like, well, it's only me that's here to hear you.
Yeah.
Like, who you talking to? He goes, shut up. Shut up. That's it.
Fucking tell you
Just
what
to
to
tell
be
you. That stupid bitch in the news. She can't, I was like, she can't hear you, mate.
It's like refs in football. It's like, look, I can't hear you saying. You're at
Oh,
least
mate.
100 miles away.
Even though I
Yeah,
shout,
exactly.
I shout it at UFC or like rugby and
Yeah,
stuff.
but like
That's
UFC,
different though, isn't it? That's
shouting at
different.
UFC is
Yeah.
like you're shouting because something's happening. But shouting at the ref in a
Yeah.
football or rugby game.
What I never got was when the only times I've been to be fair, I've been to a lot of football matches, but the times I've been where I've actually been old enough to understand what's going on, were like to Ipswich or something with Connor, and people
Oh yeah, when people are
Connor loved
no, we
Ipswich.
went to watch Ipswich.
when
What?
they like tackle someone and then they'll kick it off, and then everyone starts clapping. I'm like, he's just kicked it off. Like he's giving them a throw in.
He's just
kicked it into touch.
he's just done his job.
Like he's given them a throw in. I'm like, why are you clapping?
No, I mean, the time we went
He's
to
up,
watch
mate.
Ipswich last with Connor, I can't remember when it was. It was fairly like a year or so ago.
I remember tweeting it and being like, I'm actually at a football game.
Yeah, all I remember.
And be like, what is going on? And people when I went to get a beer, people were like talking to me like, oh, good game in it. I was
It's a
like,
really good game.
Oh,
isn't it?
okay.
So
What
is
do you
it?
think is going to happen this year? You think you're going to go up fucking championship standard?
Even though sometimes,
I don't know what the fucking
You are.
score is,
Fuck off.
mate.
I'm a rugby fan.
I don't
Fuck
know
off.
half the
even though
rules.
sometimes I hate football fans because I feel like they're so fickle,
They are.
they are hilarious when you get there.
Yeah.
Like someone like, what was it? There's that blonde guy. There was a guy that was completely blonde, like sort of like bleach blonde. Like he's obviously dyed his hair silver. But I think he kicked it off, and everyone was like giving him abuse. And all of a sudden, when it goes quiet, he goes, "Albino!"
Yeah. That's,
Just out of
Yeah.
nowhere. I just thought that
No
was
holds
hilarious.
barred at like a
Oh.
football game. And when it's with football and even with rugby, if you're supporting the same team and you know a lot about football or rugby or whatever sport that is the actual target you're going to, you're like a family.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
each
I
other.
feel like rugby's different though, because rugby you sit with the away fans.
yeah. No,
Yeah, you
You're
can
never-
talk with
You're
people.
never
Yeah.
split up. Whereas football, there's always like that bit about, oh, they could break into a fight. Do you know what I mean?
There's always hooliganism with football,
Yeah.
always, and there's
That comes
always
from when like my dad and your dad were our age.
yeah.
Like he always talks about the ICF and stuff because
ICF.
he's a West Ham fan.
Yeah.
He always talks about that, and he's like, yeah, it was pretty
My dad knows a lot of
tasty.
a lot of his mates are from the ICF, and
Really?
they were in that workman's club. Yeah, they would
Yeah.
still fucking beat people up
Yeah, but
just
then-
because there's no sort of
then you
thing.
go and have a pint with them afterwards.
Yeah, exactly, and they're nice, down-to-earth people, but they're hooligans still.
Yeah,
And it's
man.
weird, you never know who it is, but with West Ham, they were fucking arseholes, and the Bushwhackers being, you know, fucking Millwall. Yeah.
Millwall, Chafe, just all the bloody London
All of them.
clubs, wasn't
It's no need for it, it's football. Yes, there's rivalries, but leave it on the pitch. Don't fucking
So
take
that still
outside.
happens
Yeah.
now. which
It
I
does
think-
still happen, and
Which I
people
think is
get
pretty
killed.
dumb.
Yeah, people
Oh.
get killed for it. But the thing is with West Ham as well, like, I'm not a West Ham fan. I mean, I have to support them for my brother and my dad because they're West Ham fans. So whenever
'cause-
they're playing, if they're not playing Arsenal, then I'll be supporting them. But if Arsenal's playing West Ham, I'm an Arsenal fan through and through, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Why did you support Arsenal then?
my mum is an Arsenal fan, and my uncle Andrew had trials at Arsenal
Ah.
and was signed by Arsenal until he broke his leg in 2 places and then got released. He was always an avid Arsenal fan, and my granddad was an Arsenal fan before he became a Sunderland fan because he had a disagreement with one of his mates. The Sunderland were really good at the time, so
really?
yeah, Sunderland won titles.
they
They
ever
were
good?
He picked
brilliant.
the
Well,
wrong
yeah.
side in that one.
There's a
Sure.
Honestly, yeah, you think nowadays you think, oh, Arsenal.
There's a
you
thing
know.
on Netflix
And my
about Sunderland,
third
isn't
cousin.
Yeah, Sunderland until I die.
Sunderland,
Yeah.
brilliant.
Is that what
Is
it's
it good?
about?
I haven't seen that.
Really good.
I
Really
only
good
support
series.
Arsenal because my granddad supports Arsenal.
Yeah,
I
that's the
remember,
same as me,
but
really.
when I was growing up, it was always Henri, Vieira,
Bergkamp.
Pires,
Bergkamp, Pires,
Dennis Bergkamp.
like the proper
Laurent,
Lundberg.
Lundberg,
Torre,
Freddie.
Yeah,
Freddie with the
Campbell,
red
mate,
hair.
who was the
Keown,
Layman?
Layman.
The proper team. That's why I supported
Pires.
them. But then
It
I
was
grew
just
up and I was
sad.
like, do you know what?
Now you grow up and you see performances like last night when
tell you
we
what,
get
I didn't
smashed up.
see it,
I didn't
mate.
see
I
it.
watched the first half and we were all right, and until we had David Luiz brought on the pitch, which was absolutely.
And then did he
shit.
gave away a penalty?
Yeah,
And
He's
he
sent
got
off,
sent
didn't
off straight up, straight red.
I tell you, that's the reason I don't like football because of Ronaldo.
Why?
Because I remember growing up and thinking, oh, he's a nuts. I remember even like Dad took me to a because at the time his bank sponsored Tottenham, I think it was, but now they sponsor Liverpool. And he took me to a Tottenham and Manchester United game in a box as well, and I remember thinking, oh, I'm going to see Ronaldo, it's be great.
Yeah.
And I remember he did like a couple of step overs, fell over, dived a bit, got a few penalties, started crying, went off, and I remember thinking, do you know what, this isn't the sport for me. I remember thinking, this guy's just so dishonest. And then when it came to the World Cup, when England were obviously, it was coming home,
It was
It
cool.
was
Watching people like
coming
Neymar fall over, and I was just like, this is why I've sort of fallen out of love with it,
Yeah.
because people like that ruin it for me.
I had that year last year, so I was playing football avidly since I was 3 years old. So I was at a team all the time. I was playing at a good level, playing semi-pro. And I got to a stage in my career where, well, I was like, if you want to call it a career, or playing sort of like career, if you want to
That's a
say
career.
it.
All
It's
like
semi-pro,
careers.
getting paid for it. I was getting paid for it, so
Yeah.
it was all good. But
Yeah, that's semi-pro.
I was at the stage of my career where I was like, I thought I love this game because I was watching people on telly. I think you shouldn't be a
It
professional.
ruins it.
And you got Neymar, exactly what you're saying. Neymar, all these players like crying and all that, and it looks so bad on the sport.
It
And you
does,
got rugby
it
players
ruins
that
it.
literally half their ears hanging off,
Yeah.
their nose is smashed in 10
That's
places,
what made me like
their
it.
legs broken, and they're still playing. I think
Yeah.
that's what football used to be like. You watch some of the 80s games, which I watched, which was in lockdown. You see all the
Yeah.
80s games. Like
Yeah,
Man
'cause
United.
that's what they've got on
They're
TV.
2 footing each other at knee high,
Yeah.
Have you
and
seen
the ref
George
goes,
Best
"Play on,
play?
that's fine, that's fine."
Yeah, that's the fun.
Did you see one of George Best's games
Yeah.
when he plays?
It's like when
He was an animal.
Vinny was playing back in the day. Back to Vinny when Vinny
Oh,
was
Vinny,
playing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, the crazy gang from Wimbledon. You know, that's just like.
Well, they beat Liverpool in the FA Cup.
Yeah,
That's
where-
an amazing
whose
story.
balls did he grab? He grabbed someone's balls.
Gazzers.
Hello, Gazza.
Yeah,
I'm
Gascoigne,
Vinny. I'm
isn't
going to
it?
be marking you today.
That is class.
Grab
him
by the
Why don't
bollocks.
we bring it back?
That's what it is, and now it's like a fairy ball. And I played football, right? Whenever I played, I was a winger or I was a striker, so I used to go around players like butter. It was easy. When I got into the box, my manager would go, "Why do you always stay on your fucking feet when someone tackles you?
Yeah.
Dive." I went, "Because I've got a better chance of scoring a
Yeah.
goal.
Don't
I
be
don't want to
dishonest.
dive in case I don't
It's
get
like
the thing." I get.
dishonesty.
It's exactly.
Yeah.
I
That would
never
want to
happen
play it
in
properly.
rugby.
I want to be like
just
a
wanna play
proper
the
player.
sport, don't you?
I don't want to fucking dive.
Mate, there was one player that did that in rugby, and that's a fake blood injury. Do you remember
Oh,
that?
Bloodgate, yeah.
He had the fake. He had fake blood.
And he's
So-
bound for
so-
something.
If you have a blood injury in rugby, you don't have to. It doesn't count as one of your subs.
Right.
So he had a fake blood injury. He got banned for like 6 months, and the manager got banned for life.
Yeah.
Really.
That's what happened.
Exactly.
And I remember
It's
just
unacceptable,
watching Neymar being like, bloody hell. And then, because at my school, obviously the school was at before me, you two, we had to do hockey, we had to do rugby, and we had to do football.
Yeah.
Even though I played rugby and I enjoyed like hurting people, like I always wanted to be a footballer because I loved
Yeah.
David Beckham, I loved Don
Yeah,
Green.
you get all
Yeah.
the.
And my granddad was an Arsenal supporter, and I remember thinking, I always used to tell like Dad like I'd love to be a footballer, but and then as soon as you see people diving, you're like, do you know what? And then during that
Nah,
time
it
as well
is.
was England won the World Cup in rugby, like 2003.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
a
yeah.
free.
And I remember and then we had the Euros in
Big Johnny.
2004, didn't we?
Oh, well,
When-
we lost
when-
to Portugal.
Yeah,
didn't we?
England cocked it up.
Well, we actually should
David
have won
Beckham.
because Rio Ferdinand's goal should have stood. But yeah,
Was it Lampard? Wasn't it Lampard? Was it
I thought David
no, that
Beckham
was
skied it
2010
over.
when
Oh,
we
that's
had it.
2010,
Yeah,
sorry.
when we
David
threw it,
Beckham skied it over the bloody penalty.
Yeah, I
outside.
remember that.
I
David
remember-
Beckham was
I
a
was
really
so
good penalty
weird,
taker
yeah.
for that.
He skied it, and I remember thinking, do you know what? I've just seen Martin Johnson break his nose and carry on. And thinking, do you know what? I think I prefer this.
I
And,
think it
then
was-
from then on, I was like all about rugby. And whenever it came to football, I'd be like, oh well, just put me in the seconds team, and I'll just
Yeah.
do what I
I
have to do.
always wanted to play rugby when I was
Yeah,
young.
yeah.
I always loved it.
It's
Because when we won
a posh
2003
school kind of thing.
It
isn't
is.
Yeah.
Oh, massive. If you go to a posh school,
Yeah.
you've got to play rugby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we played rugby against this time.
Yeah, we played hockey.
We
and
won
played
50,
rugby.
Eating rifles,
50
isn't it?
laughs. and that was-
Squash.
Yeah, squash, tennis, especially tennis, fucking polo and all.
It's got to be
I was never
proper.
posh enough for
Next
polo.
level.
If you go to like
Next level for
Oxford
polo.
sort of like
Well, I
school.
mean, I got a sports scholarship, so I don't know what you're.
no,
How
well,
the fuck you got sports scholarship?
I just went to Gosford, mate. Lloydie joined in year 9 and we played it. But when I was young, I was avid. I wanted to play rugby and football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or because I loved watching. Because when we won it in 2003, I was thinking, yeah, I want to be playing rugby.
Yeah.
I want to be.
Mate, I
like
remember
some
school
people.
the next day being like, we beat Australia. Johnny Wilkinson got that conversion and being like, bloody hell, like that's what we all want to do.
It's a dream.
Like, all of us sat
That's
around
a
as
dream.
kids and we're like, that's what we want to do.
That's a dream. Imagine doing that last kick, literally
Yeah, you
drop
got a
goal
pair of cahoons.
from that range
I
at
remember.
that stage
Yeah.
in
Mate,
overtime
I
to
remember
win it.
asking my mum for an alarm clock, and the alarm clock would wake you up with the sound of the commentary from when Johnny Wilkinson converted it. I remember walking through boots and be like, "Mum, you got to buy
Keep
this for
talking
me."
about it.
And
Blimey.
I'd be like, "Please,
Go get
please
it.
for me."
Bloody bracelet, I tell you.
He's put it on like 4 times.
I hate it.
It's official. Wordman Gustafsson.
Oh shit, we're doomed.
He's
What do you call him?
Wordman.
Wordman.
Wordham.
Wordham.
Do you mean we're doomed?
I call him Wordham. Is that not his name?
No, it's Wadoom.
Oh, I call him Wadoom.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
His fights.
That's been one of my
Bones.
lockdown things. I've read his autobiography.
Yeah, apparently
Did
it's
you?
really good.
It is.
And he
He
says
went to
another
prison.
bit.
Really?
You know, I'm so surprised. He was like, I he's like the friendly UFC guy, isn't he?
He proposed to his wife in the Octagon. Have you
Yeah.
seen that?
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've liked the TikTok.
Have you seen on the UFCs have done the fight passes on YouTube and they literally
Yeah,
open it all up
full
to people.
fight,
I've
yeah.
watched. Do you know what? I've never watched the Khabib and Conor McGregor highlight ever.
Mate, because he was destroying.
Ever.
Like, Conor was doing he was doing well for a bit, but then as soon as he got on the
As
ground,
soon as
got the
Khabib
third
done that
round.
overhand right,
Yeah, I was like,
like,
oh man,
Nah, I'm done.
because
No.
there was a bet on.
You shouldn't
the
be
last
I was
Strike.
shaking. This is
do you
it's
know,
honest,
do you know
right?
who actually like taught Khabib how to strike?
DC.
Yeah, DC.
Henry Coleman. Yeah.
Oh, he's always in his camp
Yeah,
all
he's-
the
Yeah.
I
time.
don't
They
get
both
why.
all the
fight
time.
It's because they're both
AKK.
arseholes.
I don't like DC. I don't
Do you
like
not
him
like
at
DC?
all.
He was
No.
The problem is, I really
Dad
like
hates him
Stipe.
as well.
I
don't
like
DC.
Stipe.
He's a great
so-
fighter. Don't get me
think,
wrong.
I think
DC's a strong fighter.
Stipe's cool, but he's got like I feel like he's just good because he's big.
Yeah, he's.
I feel like he's got
He's
no
not even that
real.
big, man.
I feel like he's got no real skill. He's got no like. What like? Tell me what he's good at.
That's the thing. I don't know what Stipe is
Yeah,
good
exactly.
at. He's
Is he
just good at
striking?
everything.
Is he good at
He's good at
striking?
striking. I think he's good
yeah,
at
okay,
striking.
He was good at
class,
striking in that last round when he kept going for DC's
But
ribs.
DC's
Fucks
good.
DC up.
DC's
Yeah.
good with strength. He can grapple you and get you on the floor, and that's it. DC
Yeah.
will fuck you
But
up.
what I want to know is
If you
how
look at
the
DC
fuck
though, you're
did
like-
DC make?
He doesn't
Like,
look like a
anyway.
fighter.
Yeah, you're like, how is he good?
But the thing is though, when you look at like
Yeah,
Rob
haven't got
Shaw
the
as
ears.
well, like, do you reckon like he's going to be a fucking fighter?
Yeah.
Like he is
Who's that?
fat. You know, is it Rob Shaw?
Rupture.
Is it Rob Shaw? I might have got it wrong, mate. I don't know.
Rob
Rob
Shaw.
Shaw. I've seen him on the UFC too, and I've seen some of his fights. Like this is like Brock Lesnar era sort of fight. Is it Rob Shaw? It's not probably Rob Shaw. Let me search it quick.
I don't know who he means.
I probably got the name
Now,
wrong.
Roy Nelson, maybe.
Roy Nelson, yeah.
Roy Nelson?
When I said Rob Shaw,
Rob Shaw.
I think he's a WWE. No, Roy Shaw. Rob Shaw was a fighter, bare knuckle fighter in fucking East London.
Rob Shaw. What you mean the rugby player?
thought you
Rob
were talking about the
Shaw.
rugby
Yes,
player.
that's
It's
what I
Roy
was.
I
Shaw,
thought
but I said Rob Shaw. Ignore me.
James
honestly.
Haskell.
His win to loss
Yeah,
ratio.
that's what heavyweight
his
is.
loss ratio is over here.
Yeah.
His win ratio is here, and I think
How are
just
you in the
give up.
UFC?
Just give
But
up.
he kills people. I think he's
It's
better
one
than that.
punch,
Yeah,
punch,
but-
in it.
I feel like ratios don't mean anything because
Rob Shaw was a fucking rugby player, wasn't it?
yeah, it was.
Chris.
Chris
Rob
Robshaw.
Shaw, he still
Yeah,
is.
ignore me, boy.
Plays for Harlequins.
Harlequins, of course he does. I remember in England.
He
I
was,
was thinking
he was
he's in
England
pretty good
captain.
shape. I don't know what Ross is at. I
I don't
don't know.
know
Yeah,
how.
he's still good, isn't he?
I don't know how he was England captain, but
Well,
he was never really that good.
No,
remember
what,
Toby Flood?
fucking
Yeah,
Toby
I know Toby Flood. Yeah,
Fuck Toby Flood.
Toby Flood.
I want that to be known.
Brilliant, isn't
I
it?
think Mike Brown was good, but
Brilliant.
the thing with Mike Brown was he kept getting concussed.
Yeah, like he got 3 or 4 concussions. It's like who's the winger? The Welsh winger.
Oh, bloody North.
Yeah, George
Yeah,
North.
North.
George North.
Yeah, George North.
He got what 3 concussions in a season, and now it's a shadow of a man.
Can barely make a bloody. That's the thing.
Can't
though.
form a sentence, can he? Well,
That's
probably
bad,
can.
isn't it? Could you imagine?
It's mental. But no, the fighting game is just a whole
That's why you got to have
different
like a backup. That's why I like Joe Marler. He's got Marler's meats.
Martyrs me.
Or you be Sonny Bill and be a boxer and be another
Oh,
fucking
but
animal.
did you see who he
Yeah,
fought?
but do you know?
I
who's-
haven't
do
seen
you know
any
who's-
of his fights. I've seen one of his
I think
fights.
he's had
he's
one,
Do you know
won,
what
hasn't
he's who's playing for now? He's
It's a
playing
Japanese
for.
team, isn't it?
No, it's a Canadian team,
Fuck,
but they
mate.
train and play in England, but they play in the rugby league here in England. So
But they're Canadian?
Oh, mate, I'll Google it if my phone didn't mess up the mics, but it's like
Do you want me?
But
oh,
isn't
not
the Super
to
League like
mention
with
something.
Toulouse and all that though, isn't it? See,
So,
I'm a little
oh,
bit
mate.
like of a guy that doesn't know about their leagues and rugby.
oh, so
I love
Toulouse
watching
and
it.
Toulon and all that stuff is like French rugby, but French rugby is like
It's like in the Super League.
mate, it's like the equivalent to the Champions League in football.
Right, I see. Right,
But
okay.
we have like a Premier League, and that's obviously the Heineken.
Yeah.
The Heineken,
Heineken,
Premier League. But then
yeah,
we have the
yeah.
Heineken Cup, which is the Champions League, which is like all countries. But
And
like,
that's why I watch then. So
then,
I
like-
watch Heineken
but
Cup.
then the French Premier League is like where all the money is,
Right.
and the
Yeah,
money
the
the
French
money's
leagues,
also
yeah.
in Japan.
It's always been Japan.
But now there's a lot of rugby. There's a lot of money in English rugby league. But the English rugby league is like it's only big up north.
Yeah.
So I remember Dad and I went to watch the Wigan Warriors, the Leeds
Wigan
Rhinos,
Warriors.
Bradford,
Rhinos,
whether it's
Bradford Bulls.
Bradford Bulls.
Which is
yeah.
a cool name. Like it'd be cool if that was like a big sport here. Like we all sat
It's
down
quite
and
good
watched
to
it.
watch. Like, I quite
But
enjoy
Dad-
watching
Dad-
I do love watching rugby. I'm not gonna lie. When I watch the World Cup, it is
Oh,
a
yeah.
really.
Oh,
I
the
tell you
World
what,
Cup's insane.
I've not got a team that I support. I mean, London Irish might be one of them that you're supposed to support, or I don't know. But
They're
I
wank,
watch
though.
it.
They were
They're
rubbish.
terrible. I know they're shit.
There's London Welsh now as well. They're terrible as well.
Well,
They're
you've
Perry
got
Whippy
London Irish,
played for
London
that.
Welsh. I think You've got London
London
English somewhere.
London French,
That's the
London
thing,
fucking
but-
New Zealand.
But like rugby union, yeah, it's bigger. But rugby league is something that like football fans could like grow
It's
to love.
literally like as soon as you get tackled, it's like pretty
Yeah,
much like tag rugby.
Like it's so
really.
much quicker than normal
It's
rugby.
quick. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
Even
it's not
though
that many
even though I
rules.
prefer union because like growing up with it and like it's a better
Union's
sport
good
to
'cause you
watch.
scrimmage as well.
Rugby league is so quick.
Yeah.
But rugby league here is only watched by Northerners.
Yeah.
So
They
when
love
Dad,
it, though,
when
they
Dad, and I
love
went, Dad and I went to the Olympic Park in Stratford and we watched England against Australia. So
Yeah.
like, all the Burgess brothers were playing, like it was sick.
Yeah.
All the big names were playing, but literally every person there was Northern. They
Oh, of
they
course they
travelled
are, yeah.
down from
They
up
love
north.
it, mate. They love it.
I remember
Northerners do love
walking
it.
up the stairs. Some bloke was like, "Yeah, you alright, lad?" And I was like,
You're
I
out.
was like, "What are you doing here?"
Why are you this far south?
you
Who
make
allowed
that
this to
travel?
happen?
My
Why
train
did you
here cost me
travel that far?
£3.
Yeah.
I remember thinking, my train here cost me £3. It's
You
taken
don't
me
want
20
to know how
minutes.
much it costs them there for the Manchester
yeah.
and that as
He's
well. You
probably,
think, fuck me.
he's probably had to pay 90 quid for a train here,
Yeah.
100 and
Easily.
whatever pound for one night.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking like, do you like it that much?
Yeah. Are you
Yeah.
that interested?
But
Are you
it
here
would
for a
be
piss
good.
up?
But there was
Oh,
Most people were there for a piss.
Most
yeah,
people
we sat there with the only Southerners for like rows.
So you don't even want to
It was
speak because you
weird.
actually want to try and get, a
Oh,
northern
that's
twang
mate,
in your
Yeah.
accent.
You don't want to. You don't want them to be able to pick you out, do you?
I don't want to be an outcast.
Yeah, they were Stevie G, running around.
Fucking love Stevie G. Fucking, he won the Champions League in fucking Istanbul. Fucking great.
But no,
Fucking hell, mate.
it was a good day out. And watching Sam Burgess start a fight
I
out of
love
nothing
Sam
was
Burgess.
hilarious.
Love
So
Sam.
with rugby,
Like,
I
and I
love
was
the fights
right-
they
we were
have.
right in the
Sam
corner.
Burgess, if you want to come on the podcast.
We're right in the corner, so he was probably from like us to the end of the courtyard. I was just watching him just sort of look at someone and smile and just go. It was hilarious.
Oh,
What my
who's
brother
the
went to
rugby
watch the other
player?
day was that Rugby X. You seen that's
Was that-
five-a-side rugby
Is
on
that a
like
five-side touch? Is it touch?
no, it's
Well,
contact.
Is it league?
It's five-a-side contact. There's no scrums or rucks. It's like it's weird. He went to watch out the O2 and he played half a pitch, and he was like, it was pretty shit.
It's like isn't it like beach football, like five-a-side football? But do you have like the sides of rubber are blow up? Is it like that?
I don't know. I don't
Oh,
think so.
no.
It was on a it was on a proper pitch. It
Well,
was
that's
like the,
dry.
the Americans just tore people to shreds because they had that old Cardinals.
Well, he was
that
playing.
sprinter,
Carl
yeah,
Nance.
yeah.
Jesus, he was like
So fast.
second fastest 100-metre sprinter, wasn't he?
And he hurt,
That's
his,
it.
he hurt his leg or something, didn't he?
I watched this the other day, right? South African rugby player, Bakkies Botha.
Oh yeah.
I watched him.
Oh yeah, Brian Habana.
Brian Abana, mate.
I hate him.
Fuck it. Oh no, 'cause he's so fast, isn't it? Bakkies Botha. However they say it. Bakkies Botha.
Is that the thug? The thug
He
of-
he
the thug of
literally is a.
ruggers?
I look at him, I go, yeah, not you, mate. You're scary. You know, you're about 6'5".
I've seen him make a tackle. This player's running
He's
back.
a fuck,
He made
mate.
the tackle, and then he like comes up from the tackle, and then just like flying headbutts the
Yeah,
bloke
yeah,
who's still
yeah.
on the
Headbutts him.
ground.
Have you not seen it, mate?
Oh,
it was on.
fuck.
I don't know what it was. It was on Facebook or YouTube. It was not recommended. Don't
Yeah.
know why. And I watched him. I'm like, I like this guy.
Yeah,
Well, you see, he's South
Vietnamese.
African.
South African.
South
Have you not
African.
seen it?
He's
Mate,
like a
you
South
gotta
African
watch-
thug.
Let's start putting
Botha.
clips in this
And here
podcast.
comes back his Botha. He's going
Yeah.
for the strike. Oh my goodness
Oh,
gracious!
he
me.
just killed the bloke.
It's literally, he literally kills people.
Yeah, he's.
You look at him
What
like,
did he play like
fuck.
5 or 4 or something
Jesus
like that?
Christ. Wasn't that remember Lee that used to obviously he was only on my trial day when at school. I remember he was saying
Oh,
yeah,
Lee
he-
Shushanga.
yeah,
Lee
oh yeah,
Shushanga.
he's my brother. But it was his cousin.
Brian
His
Abana,
cousin-
yeah,
but
yeah,
they-
yeah, yeah.
He was from.
remember-
Was he Zimbabwe, Lee?
Yeah, so
He
he was South African.
he was South African, but
So
South
because-
African, oh,
because
yeah,
his
South African.
his cousin, which is his brother,
Brother.
that was his cousin, held that guy up to catch the ball.
Yeah, the beast.
And then he fell back and literally held him,
Yeah.
just held him like
Yeah.
that, and then
It's
just.
like a fully grown
Yeah,
man
he's
by
mad.
his shorts.
we were
Yeah.
watching
Just
that going.
held him. Everyone was like, fuck.
yeah, it's
That's an
strength,
animal.
mate.
I remember
So I
watching.
remember you as Sebastian Sabal.
What?
Shabal, innit?
Yeah,
Shabal,
Shabal.
Shabal,
Shabal,
yeah.
Sebastian
Sebastian
is it-
Shabal.
Shabal.
Yeah.
Sabal. Shabal.
Shabal.
I'm not French.
Number
so
eight.
I can't really pronounce it right.
I remember I used
Forgive.
to love Sonny Bill and we used to watch his
Son.
rugby league ones. But then I realised every big hit he was doing, he was sent off after. But they kept that out of the videos I was watching.
The funny thing was, I remember when we was in rugby, right, when we was playing it at the games, and Brett used to always play as well, didn't he? He's go, oh, Sonny Bill, when he used to do an offload. It was the best thing. He used to go, oh, mate, Sonny Bill.
Because he used to, I remember thinking it was sick that he held it with like one hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He used to
Like,
grab it like that
like-
and hold it and just go, yeah.
But that was the thing, because I remember being like so like, oh, he's such a sick player, because he used to draw in 3 players. Like he'd have the guy that was tackling him, the
You
guy,
right for a
the
drink?
guy,
Yeah, I'll still
yeah,
go
go
for
for
it.
it. They're like the guy that was tackling him, the guy that he offloaded to, and then another one just in case he just took it to ground.
Yeah.
I remember thinking like every time he'd draw in 3 players just to pass it to another player.
Yeah.
I remember thinking like that was sick.
Mm.
What a guy! But now he lives in like England.
I thought he was playing in Japan, wasn't he? Oh no, you just said actually. You just said
No,
he
but
was
yeah, but that
playing for this
that
Canadian
league
side.
plays in England, so he's living in England now.
Oh boy.
So he literally, if you follow him on Instagram, he moved to England, then lockdown happened.
Oh,
Get
and he was
Sonny
like-
Bill,
and he was
Sonny
like,
Bill
yeah,
if
so
you want to come on
he-
the podders.
He was like, yes,
Sonny
I'm here.
Bill. I wouldn't mind chatting to Sonny
Yeah.
Bill.
Yeah,
So
neither.
how's Dan Carter kick that ball then?
He's
I used to
Down.
love Dan Carter. That literally.
I did that on a quiz the other day, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, Dan Carter.
Who's got the most points in rugby? Was it rugby history or rugby?
Dan
I
Carter.
think it might be rugby
Was it?
history.
Yeah, something like that.
And I
He's
was
got
like,
the
do
most
kicks
No,
count?
international, wasn't it?
Yeah,
International.
who's got
No,
the
I
most
said that
points?
was my thing, wasn't it?
These your
That's
question.
my question. You
Dan
got it
Carter's
right.
insane.
Yeah, and I was the only one that got it right. I was like Dan Carter because of all his kicks.
Fucking insane guy.
Yeah.
But I watched a
Do you know what?
documentary about him, about his. The only reason he's so good at kicking is because in his garden, his dad had post spade. But every time he got older and every time he got easier, he just moved further and back until he was in his. So he had him like over there, and he'd like move back. Like then he was in the road, and then he was,
Fucking
and then he was on the other side of the road. Then he was in his neighbour's garden, and then he was in the land behind his neighbour's garden, and he's still getting it in. That's why he's so
Jesus.
good at kicking. I just think it's quite sick.
Do you know what? When I played rugby golf with Brett, when you guys, I don't know where you guys went actually. I was the only one left. I think I was.
Rugby golf.
Yeah, rugby golf. We're literally. It's first I ever heard of it as well. So we start from the other posts, the other goal, right? And you kick, and you've got to hit the crossbar with the ball. And if you hit it as far away as possible, you get more points or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So, or the first person to hit the
Yeah.
bar, hole in one or whatever, is the winner. Me and him played it. I think Brett beat me like 2-1 or whatever. It was like first to 3 or first to 5 games. He beat me like 5-4 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Close game. But every time I played that, he was like, talking about, Dan Carter done this, because obviously New Zealand, he's a Kiwi himself. It was like, oh, Dan Carter. Oh, mate.
He used to love it, didn't he?
Fucking Dan.
Brett
And I used
used to
to
love
watch him and I go, I love Dan Carter. And
Yeah.
every time we play rugby, I was like, I'm replicating what Dan Carter done here. So I did
Yeah.
the same stance. I was like, I love Dan Carter.
Yeah, to be fair, he didn't actually do a lot as a fly half,
No.
apart from kick.
Yeah.
But he could
He
kick
drew
like
people
I was a scrum
fucking
half.
demon.
He
I was
drew
either
people in.
scrum or I played fullback in,
Yeah,
in
yeah,
team,
yeah.
or I just didn't play.
I remember just being,
Because I was like,
Fancy.
I remember just being
do
the
it.
complete wrong build to be a fly half, but Nick would always put me fly half.
That's the problem is because you could, at your age, you were so tall. You were about your height now.
Yeah,
You should
to be
be
fair,
a
I-
fullback.
15?
I haven't grown since about.
15, 16.
You didn't need to grow, mate. You were
Wow.
6'3".
Oh, yeah,
when he
mate,
was like
6'4",
10.
mate, you
Yeah.
fucking done.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
you've hit it.
You should have been a fullback. Literally just absolutely
Well,
grab the ball.
that's when I went to join.
Bulldoze everyone.
When I went to join Sudbury, they were like, "Oh, you should be a number 8 or a flanker," and I was like,
Number
"I
8,
don't really know how to
fucking
play
wanker.
that." It's like all I've ever been told is to get the ball and leg it.
Yeah, just
Do you know
run
what the
at
thing is?
person,
And, like,
run
hurt
over
people.
that person.
Nick
I
was like,
loved rugby.
hurting.
I love rugby, but I was always hesitant to get injured.
Yeah.
So I love
Yeah.
rugby, but if I got injured, I would have fucked my. Because I wanted to be a footballer. Always wanted to be a footballer. So I was worried. I loved rugby. I wanted to tackle. I'd done this. And I said to Lloyd, I went, look, I really want to play rugby with you guys. I love playing with the boys. I want to play it. I love it. But I'm worried because I'm playing Chelsea City. It's an academy. I can
Yeah.
become semi-pro, and then move up. He was like, mate, he said, if you want to fucking play rugby, you can play rugby. But if you play football, you can play football. And I was like,
I feel like I'm there.
I was like,
Literally,
I was like,
his accent.
I was like,
I love him.
well, I want to be a footballer. He went, mate, if you don't want to play rugby,
you
tell
go
me
for it,
now.
mate.
And I was like, well, I want to play rugby,
Yeah.
but I don't want to get injured, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
don't play rugby then, 'cause you're going to get injured. And I was like,
You'll have to.
I won't play rugby then.
The amount of injuries I still got from rugby.
I
though.
I cracked my foot, so I couldn't play football for like a month.
What in rugby?
In rugby, I didn't know.
How did you manage
I was
that in
playing.
rugby?
I don't know. I don't even know. I remember the one time we went to play Finbar at home, and the guy was ginger, and I went, "Oh my god, he looks like Ed Sheeran." Everyone in French, because it was like French class. We were all in French, weren't we? Don't know why I took French. I changed the drama soon after, because
The French was
Do you know what the funny thing was, right? Me being me, everyone else done a thing on Tintin because we went and watched a film in the cinema, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
I did it on Saw.
I did it on Limitless.
Yeah, you did it. Everyone did it differently, but everyone's like, yeah, but you're supposed to do it on the curriculum.
Yeah.
You got to do
Yeah,
it.
they made us go and watch Tintin because they wanted us all to do a review in French of Tintin.
I did.
Tintin wasn't in French,
I remember,
was it?
I remember
No.
this one was because it was because Tintin's actually Belgian, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we all had to go and watch Tintin in Belgian. Like it was like a mix between French and something else.
Yeah.
I remember them all being like, you have to do a review in French for like a paragraph. I remember thinking, this is bollocks, I'm just going to do Limitless. I'm going to Google a review and I'm going to Google translate it.
Yeah, I did the exact same. I was asking, like, I don't know, whoever, Olivia or Megan or whatever, going, what does I know mean in French? I had fuck all clue.
I can't even
And
tell you
apparently
that.
I was really good. I wanted to go to Spanish because I knew more Spanish.
Yeah.
So I live in Spain. I literally live in Spain every single year. I go Easter, I go to Spain. I go there 3 months at a time.
Yeah.
Right? So, but Ludlow went, no, you're really good at French. I went, fair enough, I'm good at French.
Yeah, you
All I
got
said
some
was,
love,
Je
right?
m'appelle Ross, I am Van On. I'm literally, I don't even know what, Ons on Arms. I was that age, and
Yeah.
Je habite London. No, it was bad. At school, I was still what I am now, really. I loved girls.
I remember having like girls I used to like in nursery.
Yeah, I
I
had
was,
girlfriends in
I was,
there.
I remember
when I was in year
Mum
one,
used
I
to
had
take
about
the
3
piss out.
girlfriends at a time.
Yeah, I remember Mum used
I
to take the
replicate
piss.
that now.
I remember Mum used to take the piss and be like,
I
oh,
don't.
oh,
I don't.
like to my nan and stuff. Oh, Fence has got himself a little girlfriend at nursery. You should take her to the tents and kiss her. But obviously, I had no
What
idea.
did you say?
Take it to the
At my nursery, there used to be these weird tents in the back. And I remember thinking, oh, that's a little private place. But I had my best mate, and I had his girlfriend, and then me and my girlfriend. I remember thinking, yeah, this guy's a prick. And I remember always used to think, like, I need to upstage him. So one day,
Your best
Get
mate
one
used to
back
think
on
you
him.
were a prick.
yeah. So one day we're fighting over this dinosaur book because you're in nursery. Like the dinosaur book
You want
was
the
like
dinosaur book.
the
Yeah.
be all and end all
Yeah, that's
of
what
break
matters.
time.
Yeah.
Everyone
Or
wanted,
Biff and Chip, either way.
everyone wanted the dinosaur book. Nobody
I
wanted
love
the
Biff
one
and
about
Chip.
bloody sunflowers or
No,
something stupid
fuck
like that.
some
Yeah,
plants.
yeah.
I remember once we were fighting over and we were literally just like pulling. I remember I yanked it off him, smacked him over the head with it. I legged it to the end of this like little garden we had. And then my girlfriend, I can't remember, I think it was Jessica or something like that. I remember thinking like, yeah, I've seen this on James Bond before, I'm just gonna kiss her. So I did it, and I was like, oh well, okay. Just like went off, dinosaur book.
Die another day with it.
Yeah,
That's
I know,
literally
it was You Only Live Twice.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah, I watched that. I'm not.
Oh, you sure you
Oh.
only live once?
Sean Connery is
Probably only involved.
the best
okay.
James Bond films.
No, no. Daniel Craig. Daniel Craig all the
Oh, I'm
way.
going Daniel Craig.
Royale stands to be my
Casino Royale was possibly the best one.
It is. It is.
Casino Royale is the bollocks.
You only
When he gets like interrogated, he goes, oh.
Yeah, when he's like, yeah, scratch my nuts.
to the left, to the left. Have you not seen You actually haven't seen You Only Live Twice.
I'm pretty sure that's not a James Bond film. I'm pretty sure the film is You Only Live Once.
You only live twice.
That's not the film.
That is the theme
That's
song.
not the film.
You Only Live Twice.
Right. So you. Oh, blimey. You don't live twice.
Have you not seen this one?
No.
You must have heard that.
Yeah, I thought that's You Only Live
What
Once.
tune?
I know. Robbie Williams did use it for his own song.
What's a tune?
That's literally going to be making that shit as pants.
Because it has a bit of Asian influence, it's got a bit of a...
I'll take it back. I'll take it back.
You must have seen this. It's a good song.
I haven't seen it. I know this. Yeah, I take it back.
That's the film that made me realise I think boys should kiss girls.
Yeah. That's the thing. I thought serenading them as well. Like, you know, you sing them a song. I was a massive fan of Busted when I was young.
Oh,
Oh,
bastard,
and I always used to
yeah.
like.
I remember I cried when my mum told me that they broke up.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
saying.
I
I
was
was saying.
so
Everyone did.
heart-
Everyone did.
Because
Everyone did.
my
Broken.
grandparents lived in London. I remember she told me when we left, and I remember it was a really rainy day, and I just looked out the window of our little Land Rover. I looked out the window on the back.
Oh, how the
The whole
other
way-
half lived. And that our little
Oh,
Land Rover.
look,
The
there's
whole
only
way-
a little one.
The
Though.
whole
How
way.
would you have drinks?
Oh, it's only,
I'll have another one if it's
it's only a
going.
Freelander. So,
Oh, sorry. It was not good enough for us, is it?
because you know, that lives in the countryside, you know.
Oh, come on, you're really setting yourself in, mate. You know that, didn't
I
you?
looked out the window the whole way, just crying, just thinking, oh, they've actually broken up.
I listened to their songs. I had a CD. I had a present for everyone.
Oh, Present
Which
for Everyone.
had,
What an
Oh,
album.
Was that the one
I
with
crashed the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they all
Yeah.
go like
Crashed
that
the
to the
wedding.
camera.
Yeah.
The other one was when they looked like they were in prison getting their
Yeah,
heights
that
done.
was Year 3000.
Yeah,
wasn't
for
it?
front
they only had
3000
Busted
albums,
with the
didn't they?
first
Who's
ever.
David? 3 a.m. All that.
Oh, yeah.
But she
Air
said no.
hostess, I like
Yeah,
the
Busted
way
with
you-
the
Yeah,
first
that was a present for
ever-
everyone.
First ever band I went to see live.
My
I
favourite
remember
song
I saw them
was-
at Wembley. I was at the back, the back,
With your
like
mum.
against the wall,
Oh,
the
bugger
back.
that. Bastard.
As soon as I heard when Busted knew they were coming back,
I'm surprised people
I
actually
heard
bought
Meet You
tickets
there.
to that.
A lot of people bought tickets
That's
to that.
mad.
I
Who?
wish I bought tickets for the Busted reunion as well. But the best song, I sung it twice actually when I was on holiday in Cyprus on a karaoke night, and I got a standing ovation, I must say. You know, so I could be a singer. You never know. In 2 years' time, I'll be
Well-
a massive singer.
Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, that's what I say. Always sing
well,
Big Frank, didn't you?
You know, I did pass my music because of Dean Martin. Actually, it was,
Really?
I was a baritone.
Was that your
When my voice broke and I wasn't
he was
preview
a
Besson.
baritone, yeah.
Yeah, when I wasn't preview Besson, I used to be like Dean Martin. So I was like, ain't that a kick in the head? Like that. Literally, I was like
I
big,
see.
deep. Big. I could have done
Red
flipping
roses too.
I see skies of blue. Like, you know, I
Louis
could be
Armstrong.
Louis Armstrong. You
Yeah,
know?
easy money.
Easy. But when I was with Busted, I sung "Sleeping with the Light On."
Oh yeah.
And I liked a
So-
girl that was
Oh, mate.
10 years older
How's
than
that
me, which is ironic. It happens now.
I remember I used
You
to
know?
get air hostess when I was probably like 10. I remember thinking,
Air
like,
hostess.
Air hostess.
Air
is
hostess,
great.
I like the
Did
way
you?
you
I used to
dress.
love it.
Yeah, that's a good
Air
song.
hostess.
No, Air Hostess was-
I'm trying to sort your.
No, I remember. Yeah, I remember. I was at the back, like my head was against the wall.
I
at the
remember.
back.
I remember thinking how
I'll sort that
sick.
out,
Because I remember I used to go to like a holiday camp
yeah.
when I was at Homewood. We used to go to like a holiday camp, and and obviously that was when Busted were like massive.
Yeah.
And I remember we had like because you had to like pick things you wanted to go to, like in your schedule for the day. Like at
Oh,
the
yeah.
start of each day, you had to put your name down for what you wanted to be for
Yeah,
that day. So it was like tennis and rugby and bloody like mini clip games and all that kind of bollocks.
Yeah, yeah, cool.
Well, one of them was like air karaoke. I remember thinking like, what the hell is this? I remember I couldn't get on to like tennis because I was late or something.
Yeah.
I remember them being like, oh, you have to do air karaoke. And I'm thinking, oh, I don't really want to do that, but I will go and do that.
I'll try.
I remember it was
I'll try.
just all of us. They gave us tennis rackets and we had to pretend they were guitars. And they
God.
put on Year 3000. We had to pretend that we were in the music
Did you
video.
I done that when I was in.
But I remember
at
thinking
primary
how sick
school.
was like that.
Yeah.
Like really like high pitched
Yeah.
noise. And thinking like, oh, this is the best song ever.
Oh mate, Year 3000 was the bollocks.
Yeah,
I
that
think
was
like
good.
what a banger that was. And the video was sick as well. Because I remember every
yeah, that was
time,
different.
because Dad
No,
used to take me to a gym, and I remember it was one of those weird like high tech gyms at the time where there was only ever MTV on,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it was
That's all
always
they played.
it was always either bloody the Cheeky Girls.
Oh,
We are the cheeky girl.
or-
Oh,
or
blimey,
baby,
yeah,
or
cool.
Baby cakes, you just don't
Mm.
know that and
Or pizza.
Instead
Pizza.
of-
Pizza.
fuck
yeah,
that
that.
song.
Yeah, it was
Fuck
either, it was either Cheeky Girls, Baby Cakes, not Baby Station.
Probably Britney
Baby
Spears.
Cakes.
Britney Spears is in there.
I think Britney Spears was
Oh,
oh,
Toxic.
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 Yeah, it was that,
Oh,
and it
she
was
so fit, mate. I
Back in the
literally
day,
adored
Britney
yeah,
her
it was
back
that,
in
and
the
it was.
day. Till she started having a breakdown, bless her.
Year 3000.
Their video for that was it was like Back to the
She's
Future,
got
wasn't
funny
it?
colours in her hair. That was McFly,
That
wasn't
was
it?
McFly.
Yeah, that was a different one. Do you know what I used to watch? Pop Party. Pop Party used to come on. That was like a sort of kids sort of CBBC.
Yeah.
And that was before you used to have this dragon. I don't know what it was. This dragon used to present all these new hit songs, these pop songs. It was weird. Honestly.
Are you sure your mum wasn't drugging you?
No, fucking. Oh, I thought she was. No, this dragon. I remember it was like Derby SW64XD. That was the
Postcode.
Postcode. Derby SW64XD.
Derby, SW4 was up in
No,
like, near
that's-
Wimbledon.
SW64XD. That was the postcode where you send in your
Family,
request or
yeah.
your photos or whatever. Bit weird. You send photos of yourself to a dragon. Right, I've got a sort of thing we do. How was when we were at school?
Yeah.
Alright. I miss school. Don't get me wrong, because I miss seeing you guys every
I
single
miss
day.
sixth form. I don't miss.
I miss sixth form, the massive, because Vine was out in sixth form, and I used to love watching Vine.
Vine is
I
basically
robbed-
outside.
outside. It's so damp.
Yeah. Oh. Dapper laughs like that.
Your dapper
Dapper
laughs.
laughs. Rewind that and
You were
like that.
basically a Vine
I was
star
a Vine
before
star.
you were a TikTok
Yeah.
star.
I'll be honest with you. I was a Vine star because I got over 1.5 million loops on Vine, which
Yeah.
was like
That
really
was big at the
fucking
time
good.
as well.
Yeah.
That's when not a lot
I
of
did
people
one-
actually had smartphones as well.
No,
Not a lot
that's
of people
fine.
use Vine
No.
either. Like,
I
that's
wish
big.
if I took Vine seriously, I would be in LA right now, and I'm gutted by that. I'm really gutted because I knew what I was going to be doing, but I was like,
Look at
yeah,
Logan
but
Paul.
what if?
Logan Paul.
exactly,
started on
Logan
Vine.
Paul,
Do you know that?
Jake Paul, David Dobrik, they
Yeah.
done Vine,
And they're
and
dickheads.
they was doing the exact same thing as
Honestly,
me.
it's-
Mate, he's the biggest flexer of all of us. You know what I mean? He's one of those guys that.
What
literally
is that?
just won't-
What is that thing with YouTubers where they buy those Gucci track pants? Because
This is
Rob's
the thing.
done it as well.
Every
mean,
every
shout-
Rob just
YouTuber they
only
make it
has
as a
Gucci.
YouTuber.
I mean, shout out to Rob, but
No, Rob's
Mac
amazing.
Max, yeah.
he's
Best
done.
mate.
He's
my
done
best mate.
amazing.
I love him to pieces.
But what's the thing with the Gucci track pants?
Because he can put it off. Rob is fucking.
Yeah, to
do
be
you
fair,
know,
when I
his
saw-
style is so good.
When I
I
saw
look
him at
at Rob and
George's,
I'm
I
like,
was like, oh, he's done it well. To be fair,
no, Rob's
I even said
style.
to his girlfriend, I was like, look at this kid.
Yeah, but Rob's got that
Yeah.
classic YouTube style, hasn't
Yeah.
But
he?
he's the one that done it first. So I
He
look at
looks
Rob
like
and
a
I'm like,
YouTuber.
fuck.
Yeah.
When he in South Africa, he brought all his clothes with him. He got all his new like off-white shoes, Nike collaborations, and I looked at him and went, fuck. You're looking good, mate. And I always see it. No, honestly, his fashion is great. I'm not just saying it because he's my best mate and all that, but
Yeah.
I love him to pieces and stuff. But his fashion is fucking on point.
Yeah.
Like it's different. It's really different, and it's better to be different than just be samey. If you get what I mean.
Yeah, I get you.
It is cool. Like your fashion, it's all different.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
really good.
Everyone's got
It's
their own
good.
taste and different stuff.
Exactly. And I looked at him and I went, mate, you're fucking.
It's weird, isn't it?
good.
Because you'll see stuff on Instagram, you'll be like, oh, that's cool, and then that'd be your version of cool,
Yeah,
and someone
yeah.
else's version of cool would be completely different. So like, I don't know.
Mm.
I see there's some people I follow. I'm like, oh well, he dresses a bit different, but I think that's quite sick.
I always say
Whereas,
I've got a
whereas,
little
like,
like,
your-
bookmark
yeah.
thing.
So
haven't you?
whereas like your version of cool would be different to my version of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like if I had that kind of money, I wouldn't buy that kind of. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Obviously, buying like Gucci kind of stuff, but
Sure.
it wouldn't be the stuff that I'd buy.
It's a lot of money as
I'd-
well when you think
oh,
of
it's
it.
a lot of money.
It's stupid
I'd
money.
buy like weird thrift shop stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I've got into
Best
vintage
thing.
Nike kind of stuff lately,
Oh,
which
yeah,
is
yeah,
quite
yeah.
sick.
Well,
But
what
I
I've
think
got
that's
into
only
lately
because
is-
my version of cool at the moment is Michael
me.
Jordan in The Last Dance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So like
Ross, you need to
recently
watch
I've got like a cool gold chain, and I've bought his old his jersey from '90s.
Well, I bought Scottie
I just-
Pippen's one
yeah,
because
I
I feel
like
like
that
Scottie Pippen is the
Yeah,
unsung
Scottie
hero.
Pippen is such
Yeah.
a boy.
The thing is
Scottie
with
Pippen
that
is
as well,
the best man.
I wanted to get a Looney Tunes jersey.
Oh, well, from like
I'll
Space
tell you
Jam.
Jam,
what,
isn't it?
I'll put
I'm
you
trying
onto the
to-
guy that I bought mine off.
Have you
You
got
got
one?
Space Jam?
I'm desperate.
No, because he
Space Jam
messaged
jersey
me.
is
He
what I
messaged
want.
me. He goes, because as soon as I bought it, he was like, "Oh, thanks for buying," but he sent me like a proper like business message, and he was like, "Oh, got this Space Jam Looney Tunes 23
let's
one
make
coming
money.
in," and he was like, "I've only got medium though," and I was like, "Is it the same size as the one I bought though?" He goes, "When it comes, I'll measure it up. I'll compare it," and he was like, "Yes, exactly the same, but I didn't want to spend the money on that."
Nah.
Right then, but I'll tell you the name if you want one.
Honestly, I love
So
one.
it just says.
I see one on eBay. I'm like,
it says Tune Squad.
yeah, it
then
says
it's
Tune
like
Squad and
23.
Jordan on the back 23, and that's what I look at it and I
That's
think
gonna be
I want
rare
a
in
Miami
3
Heat
years.
one as well. I really want a Miami Heat one
What's
with
Joe
Jordan on
got?
it.
Joe's got Miami Vice.
Joe's got Miami Vibe.
The thing is, I wanted a Cleveland Cavaliers one with
So this is the
James
one,
on the
this
back
one
of
I've
it.
just bought.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
Chicago
nice.
Bulls. Yeah.
It says 90s all over it as well.
I would like to get a Chicago Bulls one with Jordan on it, but
Yeah.
the one that I would like is the Tune Squad one, and also the Cleveland Cavaliers one with James on the back.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ed's got. I've got a Cavaliers one with James on the back. Ed's got a New York Knicks one
Oh yeah.
with
Yeah.
Magic.
Carmelo Anthony
No. Okay.
one on the back. I think.
I've got a Boston Celtics jacket because I bought it from Top Man.
Yeah, that
Oh,
looks
that's
sick. I've
sick.
seen that before.
Yeah, have you seen that?
Yeah.
I've done it on a
Because
modelling
Top Man do quite a
portfolio
cool
for
icon.
mine, and that was when I was really gaunt and skinny, but or lean. I don't like saying skinny
Gaunt.
because I was.
Gaunt is a
I
good
was-
word.
It is a very
Gaunt
good word,
is
but it's
like-
as for like all the models that literally are
Proper.
like apart from you,
All
Fenton
like-
and myself,
I used to
like,
be
we're
pretty
literally-
gaunt.
bones, innit?
I used to
They're
be
literally-
proper gaunt.
Yeah, but you bolted. You weren't as gaunt as some of the models that were on it. Like
Yeah, I know
my
what you mean.
agent said to me, "You need to lose weight." I was like, "I don't want to lose weight."
Yeah, look at the
because
ones.
I'll look
This is the ones he's
fucking
got at the
cool."
moment. So he's got that one.
Is this on Depop?
Yeah. So this is the guy that I bought mine from. So he's got Pippin. 33,
Yeah.
Balls 23.
23.
All-
All these,
Iconic.
he sources these from the 90s as well.
Really? Fuck.
That's
Yeah.
How much are you selling them for?
my one was like 100 quid.
Yeah, mate. Like,
That's not bad though when you think of it. If
Mate,
it's like
from the
that-
90s.
Yeah,
It's got
if
the
you
original
think of
tags
that-
on it as well.
I looked at Pippins, right?
So that's my
Pippins-
one just sold, but this is the one he said, did I want to buy? He reserved it. So
Oh, that's the
champion,
bollocks.
champion, Tune Squad, Jordan
Yeah,
23.
that's big time. I've seen that. I've
And
always
when I
wanted
finished
one.
the last arts
Always
as well,
wanted
Dad and I watched what's it called? Space Jam.
Oh,
It was,
it's on
Yeah,
Netflix.
Space Jam's
eh?
good.
It
I've
is.
still,
There's
I've never
different
watched Space Jam.
No,
Never.
it's brilliant,
It's
honestly.
amazing.
But when you see like catch up,
Yeah, we can get rid of
don't
that.
forget to catch up, guys. You know.
Fucking
But no, when you think of it, when you see all that shit, like I've seen loads of like jerseys on eBay saying like Tune Squad and stuff. It's got bugs, it's got Taz. I wanted the Taz one
Yeah.
because my mum was classed as Taz because she was mental, right? So I was like, I'm gonna get it for you.
Yeah.
But I always liked Taz when I was young in Looney Tunes because he was mental,
Yeah.
stupid, and I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's who I'm gonna aspire to be,
Yeah.
mental guy. And he was either Bugs or Taz, and I thought, fuck it, I was or Donald Duck, but who wants to go? You know, who wants to do that shit? You know. I thought, fuck it, I'll just be.
That's a great film though. Bill Murray's in it as well.
Yeah,
I
Bill.
realise.
Yeah, good old Bill
When you're
Murray.
a
Or
kid, you don't realise these
Ghostbusters.
things. As a kid, I was like, oh, it's a guy from Ghostbusters.
Bill
Yeah,
Murray
Bill
was
Murray.
more than the guy from Ghostbusters.
The cool thing about the
Yeah.
film is it was filmed
Big
when he
time.
turned to baseball.
Yeah.
Because I didn't.
That's
'cause
covered.
I-
The whole film's covered in the
Yeah,
documentary.
because
man.
when I watched
You've gotta
Space
watch
Jam
it.
as a kid, I was
I'm
like,
desperate. I'm literally watching it. I was like, watch White Gold first, which is
Yeah.
great.
I don't
love
see
the
season
girls in
2
that.
yet. White Gold season 1 was just.
has it still got Jay and Simon in it?
It was great. Season 2's brilliant.
Is it good?
Because I remember watching Space Jam, being like, why is he doing Why is he doing baseball? I remember thinking like he's a basketball player, but then when you watch the documentary, you're like, oh, so at that time he actually did just come back from
Yeah, well,
baseball.
imagine being so good at sport, you just go, actually, fuck
Mate,
it,
he
I'm going to
was
go
just-
play this other
Yeah,
sport.
and then
It's
get
like being
signed.
ambidextrous. You can
Yeah.
do left hand, right hand. It's
Yeah,
literally
and then
he
get
was so
signed
good.
by like the Premier League team, being like,
Yeah, but it's
whatever.
going, that's what I want
The
to do.
thing
now.
is, as well, you look at that. It's a marketing sort of like thing as well. When you say like, oh, I've got Michael Jordan in my MLB team.
Yeah.
My word, like he's the best NBA player that's ever like graced the court, and to have him in the baseball squad, that's gonna put arses in seats every
Yeah.
single day.
What I thought was
You
cool
think,
about that
"Fuck, this is
was-
Michael Jordan.
even though some people might not even be into basketball,
I love
I thought it was
basketball.
cool the fact that like you could enjoy it from like it just being like a sports person. Like you can enjoy like
Yeah.
how intense he was, and the
Mm.
fact that
Oh, like,
the fact that like
competitor in him.
there were some games that like he wasn't doing so well, then he just
Yeah.
turned it on when someone pissed him off.
Yeah, my favourite
Yeah.
story of
That
that
was
when he
whole
looks
thing-
away, when he goes like that and throws it in,
Yeah.
he's like,
Like the thing with
That's
the
for you,
when-
baby.
then they said about the guy, was it Magic Johnson that was referee in the game 6,
yeah,
and he was like, oh, I had cigars with him the evening before that,
Yeah.
and he was like, trust me, I'm gonna turn it up. He went, look, and then every time he threw one, he'd look at him and be like,
Yeah, he
Like
wasn't reffing, he
that
was
is sick.
commentating. wasn't he?
yeah, he was commentating.
Magic was commentating. My
Imagine being
favourite
that
story
good.
of the whole Last Dance, I may spoil a little bit this year, so I apologise.
that's right.
But
I'll be watching.
So-
that way.
Jordan was playing. Who was the youngster he was playing from? Playing against from the Knicks.
Oh,
Can't remember the kid's
the
name.
guy that walked off out.
No. There was this kid, and so Jordan, after the first game, it was like in the final. They play 7 games.
Of course,
and-
yeah.
Oh, the lanky
Jordan
guy,
goes
the
to
proper
the-
lanky guy.
Yeah, Jordan goes, "Oh, this kid just said to me after our game, nice game, Michael." And he was like, but he said it really sarcastically. Next game, I'm gonna fuck this kid up.
Yeah, and he completely
And like,
destroyed
he
him.
did.
destroyed this kid for the next 3
Imagine being able to
games.
turn it on like that.
And the people in the documentary went, "So Michael, did he say it to you?" He went, "No, I made it up in my head." I was like, "Fuck, that's like next level."
Fuck. When you
Like,
have that mental like,
when you've
strength
got
to be
that
able to, like, go,
mentality to be like,
fuck.
Mate, I'd happily consider him as like not just the best basketball player, obviously, but the best sports.
One of the best
personality.
athletes.
100%.
Best
one of
athlete.
the
I know.
best
I know.
athletes.
LeBron passed away. That was gutting, honestly.
Coach,
Like,
yeah,
Kobe,
Kobe,
honestly.
Kobe.
Yeah.
Kobe, yeah.
So LeBron. What did I say? I'm a little bit. Sorry,
LeBron's
I'm a
not
little bit
actually in the
tipsy.
documentary, is he?
No, he's not.
No,
Kobe.
Kobe's in
Kobe's in it. There's a whole
With Kobe,
thing
the
about
best
him.
thing about them two, they were actually really good mates. And
Yeah.
with Kobe, I was gutted when he passed. I was
Yeah.
gutted because I used to watch the LA Lakers a lot, and when you see him like when his last game, when his family was there, that's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
But he was a fucking player,
Yeah.
and him and Jordan, it's hard to compare both of them because they're two different
Oh, mate,
animals.
he needs to watch it. You need to watch
You
the
need
last
to
one.
watch
I know.
this
I am
because
gonna
you
watch
need
it.
to
I am.
watch
I
it.
just haven't had the time to watch
It starts
it.
off. It starts off the episode, and it's like rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. You're like, okay, and then
Yeah.
it quickly cuts to him talking.
Yeah.
Then
And
the
it
weird,
shows like
yeah,
a
the
young
weird-
Kobe when he
yeah.
played Jordan, and
It's
Jordan's in the locker room. He's like,
Mm.
nobody touch that kid. He's mine.
He's
He's
mine.
mine
Yeah,
all
yeah,
game.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
mine.
Mate,
I'm
all-
going to
all
show
of
him
them-
who the goat is.
all of them,
It's
all
like
of them
mad.
together are just like you got to watch out for that Kobe kid, and like the fact that all of them.
And then
even
Jordan's
in
just
the-
sat there,
like,
it's like,
this is
no one
filmed in the
touch him.
'90s.
They
They're
knew.
like, oh, you got to watch out for this Kobe.
Yeah,
kid.
and
They
he
They're
knew
knew
from,
how
like,
much
a
of a legend
season.
he was
so
going to be.
cool.
Because Kobe, mate, oh my goodness. Everyone, even when you throw something for. This is the thing, the meme came out. When you throw
That's why
something
they gave him 24
into the
though, innit?
bin.
He shot
When
Kobe.
you throw something
Yeah.
into the bin or anything, you go, Kobe.
Kobe.
Yeah, Ed does that all
Because
the
it's it.
time still.
I still do it.
You
I've
don't-
always
yeah,
done it.
That's
I've
the great
always
thing
done
is
it.
that
Yeah.
that
I
should
go,
never
Kobe.
die.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a basketball net in my, I sort of call it a basketball court in my, because literally on the gravel it looked like a basketball court. It had a big like NBA standard like
Yeah.
height net and stuff like that. Every time I had the ball, right, Kobe. And I was like, bro, I don't even watch basketball and I'm still saying
You
it.
still
Yeah.
know who he
It's
is,
such a big
It's just like
influence
a
in the actual
generational
sport.
thing,
Yeah.
isn't
It's
it?
like,
You know what I mean?
it's
So
like to
weird.
us in the '90s when we were kids, basketball didn't really exist in this
No.
country. But you still watch Space Jam. You're like, do you know what?
Yeah, fucking
This is
love
one of the best.
Do you know
films
what
I've
brought
ever
me into
seen.
basketball? And I was going to like,
Mate,
I wanted to become
mate.
an NBA professional, like Mike. When I
Yeah,
watched
with
Like
Bow
Mike,
Wow.
that film with Bow
it. I've
Wow,
never seen it.
and I was like, Bow Wow and
We're
the fella from
playing
Stuart Little.
basketball.
Yeah,
We're
we're
playing
going.
basketball all
Yeah.
around the world.
I've not
Yeah,
seen that.
basketball is my favourite sport.
Yeah, that,
I like
it
the
was
way
the
they dribble
worst
ramp
rap
down the
ever
court.
rapped ever.
Oh, mate.
Fact.
No
You
interrupting
talk
like
about
games
talk
again.
about hip hop verses. It was the worst verse I've ever heard.
Yeah,
But,
I like slam dunk. The way they do the
yeah.
The favourite play is the alley oop.
I
like
like
the-
basketball.
Oh, I've heard. Oh, yeah. I've
If you
heard.
start-
Like the
verse
pick and
with-
roll, like the give and go. It's basketball. Bow wow, let's go. I'm like, fuck.
The fact
mate.
that I like basketball. It's my favourite sport. That just straight
I
away
like the way
sounds
they
like
dribble up and down on the court.
some prep school kid has just been like, you know what, mate?
It is. It's like a little
go-
freestyle, isn't it?
Go
Yeah.
and write a poem.
I used to be a bartender. I feel like one right now.
Yeah.
I used to be a
Oh, that is a
bartender.
proper. How good?
Search your names.
Give a quick shout out to my mum. How good is the beer ice bucket?
Is that your mum's?
That's my
Is that
mum's
Donna's?
ice bucket.
Big up, Donna.
Nice, isn't it?
I haven't seen her in years.
Sugar
man.
more
We need
ice.
to have a big old reunion.
Alright, once all this
What's
shit's
your
over.
guys' opinion on a school reunion?
Well, from our year?
Oh
or-
yeah. Oh yeah.
Our year, I'd be.
From our year, I don't really care because I
Yeah.
pretty much see everyone I want
Yeah.
to see.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Yeah,
the thing,
exactly.
from our year, I see all the people I want to see.
Can I be honest with you, right? Would you rather work under someone, paycheck to paycheck, and earn good money, or be free, earn your own money, so be self-employed, know where your money's coming from, you're working to it as your own business,
Yeah.
so you're making money. Would you rather be that, or would you rather be under someone else's label, making them more richer?
No,
I'd rather work for
I
myself.
hate authority.
Yeah, I really
Thank you.
struggle
Thank
with
you.
it.
I think
I'm
that's
glad
pretty-
you said that.
I
I'm
think that's
glad.
pretty understandable from how well I've done at
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
I passed all my, literally, this is funny to you guys, I got C's and B's, and I got A star in PE, obviously. We all did.
Yeah, the lowest I
Who
got was
didn't?
C, so I
The
got
lowest
Cs
I
in
got,
everything, to
the
be
lowest I
fair.
got was an E, and that was in physics, and that was expected because I used to take the piss out of my teacher, and I did not care about
I
science.
passed.
Who didn't?
No, did I pass? I passed physics. I failed chemistry.
I passed
I
biology.
got D in chemistry.
No.
I got a D in chemistry.
Yeah,
I
Ross and I did the old double award though, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, did you? Oh, big double. The beginning of that.
I failed chemistry. I failed physics. I was expecting a U for physics, but me getting an E for physics was like a massive thing. I was like, oh my word, I got an E. Like I was expecting a U, so I didn't learn anything. The only thing I learned from physics was Schrodinger's cat experiment, which
Oh,
was
that
like
was
if the
good,
cat
that.
was alive or
Skinner's
dead, but you
cat?
would never.
Skinner's cat?
Schrodinger's cat.
Oh, was it Schrödinger?
Schrödinger.
Oh.
It was Schrödinger's
Schrödinger.
cat.
And that was if the cat was alive or dead, but
That
you would never
prick
know.
just didn't know whether his cat was alive or not.
Exactly.
And he
That's
just
it. He didn't
thought
know.
into it.
He just he literally thought, you know what?
I'm just
guess
gonna say
it's
the cat's
alive.
both
It's
alive
or
and
dead.
dead.
Yeah. When I was at school, I was looked down on, especially in sixth form. Because sixth form, I had 4 subjects. Then I
Yeah.
went down to 2. So I didn't want to do PE with you. I was gutted because I really
Oh, I
loved doing
remember.
PE with Sam.
I remember.
We
I
had
remember
such a
him-
good time.
him
We
doing
laughed
PE.
and stuff. We were great.
I
We had a great
I remember
time.
him doing PE and Miss Slate coming up and being like, "Well, where is Ross?" And be like, "He is my only student. Where is he?"
I was like, I don't
Ross
want
would be
to do
up
it.
Ruppy going, "I've done my UCAS, miss." Or something stupid like that.
Yeah.
And I'm printing out black and white images for my top bit.
Did you see that? Yeah, that was
Yeah,
my
that-
collage. I
was
literally,
just
I had
weird.
nothing to do because I
Oh,
wanted
that's
to
hilarious.
do business.
Yeah.
Right, so I wanted to go into business class. Miss Redfern said, "I'll take you in, but you've got to go back a year." I was like, "Fuck." So I went in with the GCSE year to just sort of recap on the actual curriculum that they're doing.
Yeah.
Half the stuff that they were teaching, I literally was like, "Yeah, I know this." Bang, 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 bang.
It's unfair. When he came into our business class, he actually knew quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Miss Redfern was like, "Yeah, but you haven't. It's not.
You haven't done-
It's not applied, Ross."
You haven't done it in the syllabus. I was like, "For fuck."
I remember thinking
Fuck the
like,
syllabus. I know how to do this, that.
I
and
remember
that.
thinking
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I remember thinking like, this kid just has common sense.
And it was like, well, it's like teaching a fish how to climb trees, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You've
Yeah,
got a
that's
class
it.
full of monkeys, right? But you got one fish. I was
Yeah.
that fish, right?
Yeah.
Or you was that fish, and you was that fish.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it. I'm just saying it in this sort of like
in a
term,
general sense.
right? Yeah. If there's a classroom full of monkeys that know that are being taught how to climb trees, they're going to excel at that.
Yeah.
But if there's a fish that has no arms, that can only swim underwater and only do anything underwater,
Yeah.
they're going to excel at that.
Yeah, I think that's what Einstein.
Einstein said that.
Yeah.
Einstein said that,
Exactly.
If you always judge a fish from
It's
its
almost
ability,
insane how good Connor is.
Yeah. It's literally that. It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
If you put someone in a class that they're not interested in or not good at,
Yeah.
they're not going to excel at it.
No.
It's true. This is why the education,
So easy, yeah.
the education system is fucking corrupt and
Yeah,
shit.
man.
That's my opinion. Yes, maths, English, and
Isn't it
science,
weird that
do it. But
Yeah.
I mean, no, science.
not
If
the
you don't want to be a
be-all and
scientist,
end-all,
don't
yeah.
do science.
I've
If you don't want to be anything in with medical practices, or you don't want to be anything,
yeah, you're forced to do everything just in case.
just in case. And that's the thing. It's
the weird thing
always
is,
just in case with
From
the
the age of
system.
from the age of 4, you're basically thrown into something that you have no choice over, and your parents
Yeah.
don't actually have a choice
Yeah.
over either.
No.
Like whatever their beliefs are, you're thrown into something that you have no idea what's going on. You're like, okay, well, I'm learning how to read and write. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. That's gonna help.
Mm.
But like
That will
after
help
that,
at some point.
you're like, all I'm doing until the age of 18 or 16 at the very least
Yeah.
is all I'm doing is training for something that I'm going to do after, which is a job. All you're
Yeah.
doing from the age of 4 till 18 till 18 is I'm practicing for a job that I'm just going to get after this.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, surely there's more to life than just sitting in a classroom. They're basically getting you ready for either prison or an office.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
most of the time, to me, it's the same thing.
And you're
Yeah.
still under a rulership as well.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the thing is as well,
you get a lunchtime. Like the similarities
break time.
between
Yeah,
Prison
like
and
outside for a
between
bit.
outside and prison and outside and office
it's uncanny.
are so
It's
are
uncanny.
so
Yeah.
similar.
It's similar as anything. Weird thing is, right, and I'm going to go in here, right,
Go for it.
the weird thing is, I think the education system should, because at our age, right, what the fuck do we want to do?
I know it's
Yeah.
hard to say.
What do we want to do?
Yeah, it's hard to say though. That you should have someone that recognises your talents
Yeah.
because you're so young. Because like my talents when I was like 5 or 6 was probably rugby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
It'd be great to like
Mine
work
was
on
football.
that. It'd be
Exactly.
it'd be great to work on that.
Exactly.
But you never know like which body type he's going to be or like what.
Yeah, but the thing is, if
what's
you
going
was
to happen
that,
in between.
yeah,
or,
but if you was that when you were younger, they would have put you in an academy.
Yeah,
you know?
that's true.
I had chances, and my dad didn't know I wanted to be a footballer. Like, my dad he pushed me to be a footballer, but he wasn't. He wasn't knowledgeable in that field where it's like, yeah, I can put you in front of scouts, I could put you in front of academies to
Yeah.
develop your skills to the maximum. Yeah?
Yeah.
So I didn't become the footballer I wanted to be. If I was scouted, which I was when I was at Southend, when I was at Colchester, when I was 6, 7, I'd have been professional right now.
Yeah, it is.
100%. And when I went, if I signed with Dagenham,
It's the fact you have to go and sit through school.
exactly, I was signed by Dagenham Redbridge was signing me for a scholarship when I was 17, 18. Right, I was going to be a second-year scholar, pretty much professional. I declined it, right, because I went through depression because my
Yeah.
granddad died.
Yeah.
Right. If I had that when I was 10 or 11,
Yeah.
I would have Yeah.
Taking
I-
it, yeah,
yeah, I would
fine,
take it.
yeah.
Everyone. But because I thought I played it for my dad and my granddad mainly, because my granddad was like, "How you doing at football?"
Yeah.
When he went, I was like,
Where's the way?
"Ah."
No, yeah,
That's
what's
it.
the point?
What's
Everyone
the
goes
point?
through that sort of.
Everyone
oh,
goes
just
through that
stay
sort
in
of blip.
bed, yeah, whatever.
Everyone does, and that's the thing. That's why I take that very seriously. But if we go back to sort of the education system, where we think, well, when you're younger, because right now we're in our 20s, right?
Yeah.
We still don't know what the fuck we're doing. If you do, that's great.
No,
That is,
yeah.
if you
Fuck
do,
knows
if
what's
you
going
know
on.
what you want to do
Yeah.
in your 20s, amazing.
Yeah, I wanna
You
shake
are
your
amazing.
hand.
All I know is
I'll read your
I want
book.
me a
Yeah,
house.
honestly.
Yeah, I want
even
a
if you
house.
made it, even if you made it, like if you're like a big time model or a big time actor or you're a big time businessman,
Yeah.
some of them don't even want to do that,
No.
right? So if this guy, when he was like 10, or when he was younger, when he was starting at school, he got taught that sort of skill to
Yeah.
become an actor or to become
That's
a
what we should start
businessman.
doing.
That's what you should do.
Yeah.
This is the thing. This is what I don't get. Why do you want to start doing history? I loved history. I passed
I loved
history. I
history.
got a B in history
History is
because I
one of
was
the best
so
things
good
you
at
can
fucking
do.
history. And I'll be honest with you, I was really good at history because my granddad.
Yeah.
So I used to talk to my granddad.
Yeah.
But if you're not interested in that subject,
Don't
don't
do
teach
it.
that kid that subject.
No, I
Let
agree.
them have a chance with what they want to fucking do.
Yeah, I agree.
If they're good at maths, cool. What I think should be, what you should do, is what you should actually have to do in school, which has to be 100%, is English, maths, 100%. That's it.
Science
Science.
Pointless.
Oh
Completely
shit,
pointless.
science. I never got taught
Unless you wanna
science
be a
until I
doctor.
joined
You're
Gosfield.
so
I
fucked.
didn't get taught science until I got when I went to Gosfield.
I think we have careers advisors too late on in our
No,
We had-
education.
I think
we had
your
Mr.
careers
you know who.
advisors too early, man.
What,
Well,
at
we-
16?
No, you're expected to choose your careers at 14 when you take your GCSEs.
Yeah, year 9.
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
you're right.
You can't even vote for who you want to rule the country.
It's hard,
But
though,
you've
isn't it?
got
'Cause
you've
you
got to
got
decide.
It's hard to-
Yeah.
You've got to decide what you want to
You
do.
ask most 4-year-olds what they want to be, and they're like, yeah, Batman. or
Yeah,
Superman,
fuck,
or
I still
shit
want to
like
be
that.
Batman if that was an offer.
Yeah, if
You
that was
know what I
exactly-
mean?
if that was on the table,
It's all
I'd
comic
Yeah.
all
books.
day.
It's all. I want to be part of the Simpsons.
Yeah.
Well, you're not going to be part of the
Well,
Simpsons.
well, that's not fucking real, mate.
Exactly. Yeah.
I want to be
Spider-Man, but
Stewie in
Yes.
Family Guy.
Yeah.
you know,
But we're not taught like
Brian.
proper real things, are we?
No.
You're taught all this
They,
bullshit.
they
It's like
teach
geography
you
and
what the government
fucking
want to teach you. This is the
Oxbow
thing.
Lakes. What the fuck is
No,
an
I
Oxbow
just-
You're in a
Lake?
system.
Yeah,
This is the thing. You're in a system.
I just think it's
They
all-
want you to
We're all
be.
squares.
They
we are
want-
squares.
Yeah, of course.
We're all
The
squares.
government wants us to be puppets to their society. They
Yeah.
want us to make them money, so we pay tax
Mate,
for
the
them
amount
to
of
be
times
richer.
I've written
Yeah.
something about this and almost put it on my story on Instagram. I've always
should.
thought like, oh, people
Yeah.
would be like, oh, you're just a hippie.
Fuck it.
I'm like, but at the end of the day,
Why do you care about other people?
why? Yeah, that's true.
If
Yeah,
this is
at
the
the
thing with
same time-
this is the thing with like Instagram as well, like OnlyFans. You know, what was I talking about? I completely forgot what I was.
He's hit that point in the night, innit?
I hit that point on the night where I was literally going on a tangent.
Oh, if that's not going to be the intro, I don't know what is. Yeah, so you know, when I got that B grade. Hang on, what am I talking
You're
about?
throwing that bottle. You're deep
Yeah,
throwing that bottle.
when you filled up a bottle of 24.
All right,
empty
Ross,
glasses.
I'm going to hit a curveball here. We're going to go over would you rather.
Go for it.
Would you rather fight Mike Tyson or talk like him for the rest of your life?
Ooh, that's hard 'cause he sounds.
If
like
he
a,
fights me,
to
this is
be
the thing.
fair,
If he
sounds
beats,
like a right fanny.
He sounds like a proper fanny.
Merry Christmas. You know, Merry Christmas, guys.
I just got my pigeon.
I beat that guy.
not
I
a
made
pitch-
him world heavyweight champion.
I fuck you till you love me. You know,
I fuck you till you love me. I'm not gonna say the next word.
he's got those
Alright.
two. He's got those two pigeons. He's like, now kiss,
Kiss.
now kiss.
Now you can kiss the bride.
You punk
If
punk
That's
he,
the question.
if I fight him, I will end up like him anyway.
Yeah, I was about to say, you ain't going to much
So
brain
I
out.
will literally have a lisp anyway. So I'd rather
I'm
speak
gonna
like
say-
Mike Tyson because if I
You
withstand,
don't want to fight him.
I'm down with fight. I'd say no, this is Mike Prime.
This-
I
Mike
reckon I-
Tyson.
if I was
prime.
trained, if I was
Prime Tyson.
prime Tyson, so when he was like 19 to 25,
When he was like eating
What?
people
yeah,
for babies.
yeah,
And
when
I-
he was
and I
literally
need
knocking
now.
people out,
And
in
you
like,
are now.
yeah. So when he was
No
like,
training, like Mike Tyson rocks up.
he, like knocking people
What,
out
did he
left,
have
right, and
gloves
centre.
Yeah, yeah. But then he gave you some gloves as well.
Is there a ref?
Yeah, yeah.
Of course, there's a ref.
Yeah, you got to fight.
If there's a
You
ref,
can't,
you'd
you
be dead.
can't.
If there's
you
not
can't
a ref,
get
there's-
touched.
you'd be
I
dead.
don't know, I
If
feel
there
like-
is, you're
I
all
feel
right.
different if I was in a ref compared to my garden.
Right, okay. I would
I
say.
feel like it hurt.
I would say I'd rather. The thing is, if you fight
No, but you've got
Tyson,
to
you
make
get
the
knocked
walk.
out.
You've got to be there. You've got to make the walk to the ring.
If
would
I was
say-
trained,
No training.
No training.
I don't know. You can have all the training you want, but it's still going to happen.
I'm gonna get knocked out
Oh, do you
nevertheless.
how many weeks' notice do you get?
I don't think that matters.
2 days.
Oh, no, if you gave
You're
me,
fighting Mike
I like
Tyson.
a camp's notice.
Oh,
let's
if you
say.
gave me 6 to 8 weeks' notice, then I'd definitely take him on.
Well,
So
rather than just speak to him.
Yeah, I don't want to sound like it.
Yeah, I don't want to. To be honest, you've
Look at
actually hit the nail on the head right
I
there.
don't want to sound
I
like
wanna
it.
fuck you.
Yeah, but he's
Oh, me,
prime.
man,
We're
faith.
talking Tyson.
Yeah, in his prime, he was scary. But
Mer-
at the same time,
if you say Merry
Scary
Christmas, he's
motherfucker.
fucked. You know, he goes Merry Christmas.
I reckon the people
know?
I know now and the connections I could get, I could learn
To
enough.
box.
I
You
could learn enough to stay away from him to survive. For what? How many rounds are we going?
I'd run away.
12. It's a fight.
I'd run away.
12 rounds.
He was literally.
Well, how long are the rounds? 3?
3.
5?
3. 12 3.
I'd fight.
12 3-minute
I'd fight.
rounds.
Yeah, no,
You'd
no,
fight him?
I'd fight him. If I'm getting knocked
Well-
out, I'm getting knocked out. But I'm getting knocked out
Yeah, but-
honourably.
Honourably.
All right. I'm
Yeah,
getting
to be
knocked
fair,
out by the Mike Tyson.
I'd rather
Yeah.
take a beating, but at the same time, if one of those punches was proper hard and you turn into a vegetable,
Yeah, I mean, like,
This is the
there's
thing.
that
This is what I
chance.
was trying to weigh up. If I fought Mike Tyson and he punched the fuck out of me,
Like he-
and
like
I
he
literally
does.
couldn't recover from that, then no, I'd speak like Mike Tyson,
Yeah.
100%. But if I can withstand 2 rounds,
That's the question.
that's what I'm saying, 2 rounds, because he
Yeah,
was
that's what you
he
got,
was a
isn't it?
1 to 3 round guy.
let's be honest, none of us knocking him out.
No,
No.
no,
I
no,
don't know,
no,
Buzz-
no.
Buzz
He was
the
literally
Duckworth.
like down
To be fair,
here.
I've probably
bang,
got a
bang.
better reach than him.
You got to reach. I reckon you could
You
stay
got the
behind
reach,
the
but
jab.
he loved fighting people that
Yeah.
were
Yeah, but
taller than
he
him.
just does that classic duck.
Yeah.
Ducking over, yeah, but
Yeah.
that's the thing. He's so
Yeah, but
quick,
imagine
you wouldn't even
taking
know
a
it.
liver punch from him.
This is professionals that are fighting him, and you're going up to him. Yeah, you're a good fighter, but when you think about it, you're looking at this guy that's a fucking beast.
I reckon
Yeah.
I could survive max 3 rounds.
Yeah, okay, that's the next
2 to
question.
3 rounds
How
for me.
many rounds do you reckon you go?
Max 3.
2 to 3.
Like,
I
max.
don't reckon you're getting out first.
Like,
Honestly.
even if.
Even
professional
if you're
fighters
just
are-
fucking
exactly.
like, running.
If
I don't
professional
reckon you're
fighters
getting
can't get out
out
Even if
first,
you're
you're
taking
fucked.
some
Right.
gut shots and you're like
No, mate.
swallowing
I'll
your
be
pride.
Have
done.
you been hit
I'll
in
be
the
done.
gut? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, mate,
how much does that hurt? Your whole body just goes, no.
If you're
wanna
just
be
if
sick.
you're just swallowing your pride and you're like, okay, my family and friends are here. I'm gonna
Go for another week.
try my best.
I'm going to leg it.
Yeah, I'm running around the ring.
Yeah.
I wouldn't leg it. I'd rather
I still don't think you're making it outside of 1.
I'd rather take a beating
I don't think you could take a beating from him.
than look like a twat.
He's
Don't know when
a
he's gonna
tiger.
attack
He is a tiger. He's bought tigers. He loves fucking beasts.
No one does that much coke and not is not a tiger.
I know.
Straight away.
Mate, I don't know. I don't want to ever speak. I don't want to speak like him for the rest of my life. I'd fight him. I think I'd fight him.
I'd rather fight him and see how well I did than have to speak like him.
Because
for
at the end of the day,
rest
one
my life. I
punch
quite
is
like
going to
my
put
voice.
you out. So you just need to wait for that.
Some people don't like their voice. I'm quite happy with my voice.
Well, my voice is better than Mike Tyson's voice. You know what I'm saying?
No, 100%.
You
Sorry,
know
I'm
what I'm
just.
saying?
Ross's voice is definitely better than Mike Tyson's voice.
I'd rather keep my voice. I literally serenade girls. You know.
Serenade.
Come here, girl. You know what I mean? Go on then. What you got
Next, would you rather?
Go on.
Would you rather be chronically underdressed or chronically overdressed to everywhere you went?
Underdressed.
Underdressed, 100%.
So you'd rather be in like undershorts and a top.
100%.
Yeah, I'd be like
I wear shorts in winter.
Not
I'm a
shorts. I'm
weirdo.
talking like chronically underdressed in like pants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Rather than like
Yeah.
a suit and tie.
How we
Yeah.
doing with drinks, boys? You want to drink?
I'm alright for now. I'd rather be. Yeah, to be fair, I'd rather be in just pants and a vest than a whole
What,
suit.
everywhere you went, like
Trying to
job
open the cap,
interview.
Yeah.
Don't work.
Yeah, because then they'd be like,
That's gonna fizz up.
They'd be like, what the?
first of all, that's hilarious.
First of all, funny.
Well, no, I reckon they'd like that.
Underdressed because underdressed. You want to be free. I don't want to be, you know, a prisoner between my clothes.
No.
I want to be me.
I don't want to be held back by what I wear.
You know, like I'm wearing this jumper right now, but I can take the top off and be free.
As a man in the 21st century, I don't want to be held back by what I wear.
I don't want to be. I don't want to be classed as a man or a girl. I want to be non-binary.
I am just a person.
So you'd both rather be chronically underdressed?
100%.
I think I'd rather be overdressed.
No,
Well, you'd rather
I
tell
want to
so,
get
like-
girls, mate. You know what I mean?
You'd rather go to a pub in a 3-piece suit.
Yeah. Well then, fucking
You'll be bullied.
No.
No,
They're
Imagine-
laughing. You go,
no,
what
no.
a joker! Look, you got pants on.
No.
Come here, mate. Let's
Imagine-
get
Yeah,
a
exactly.
drink.
Turn up
Imagine-
in your
imagine
pants.
You come to the chapel. Oh,
Yeah, but the chapel's not a good example.
No, it is a good example because that's
Right,
the type of place you sit around
Jesus
and have a few beers with your mates.
Shorts, right? Okay.
And
he
sandals.
was, and sandals.
Yeah,
he
true.
was classed as a god. I'd rather be that than someone that wears an
I
overcoat
feel
jacket
like
than a suit and two-piece.
I'd rather turn up overdressed.
He does make a good point.
It is
Yeah,
a good
but-
point. Is he worshipped by people?
I mean, Jesus is, but
Exactly.
you know,
Yeah.
Jesus.
I love Jesus.
Yeah, I worship him.
I do as well. You know, I wasn't religious. I'm not religious. I'm not religious at all. Don't smell the piss.
It's not in them.
There are people there.
So we're saying you two are saying chronically underdressed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Interesting.
You
Without
gotta
doubt.
be, in you. If you have, mate, I don't care if I'm fat, if I'm slim, if I'm skinny. I'm gonna be underdressed no matter what. I don't want to be too hot. Imagine if depends where you are in the country.
True.
Depends if you're in fucking, you know, South Africa, or if you're in England where it rains every fucking 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm also.
You know, you know. Actually, funny enough, I think there's weather control because this is really weird.
Yeah,
right?
it,
We're in.
You-
We're in.
Oh, we're back on
Oh, right,
conspiracy.
we're back into lockdown.
Yeah, we're in
Listen
lockdown.
now.
Oh, wait a minute. To make sure people can actually
Stay inside.
stay inside and control lockdown.
I said that the
let's,
other day.
let's give them some good weather instead of actually raining every
Yeah.
5 minutes in June, which happened last year. You know what I mean? It's weird shit, mate.
I'll say something weird. So I'm not going to say like weird who my dad is and who he works for, obviously. But like, what they've got to do is they've got to download.
Yeah.
They've got to download an app.
Yeah.
When you go into, so he's had some colleagues have to go to Singapore,
Mm.
and they had to download an app when they landed. Like they forced them to download an app.
Mm.
So like 3 a.m, this guy, he's checked into his hotel. He's gone to sleep.
Mm.
3 a.m, he's got a knock at the door. It's the police.
It's weird, isn't it?
Like, he's from England. He's been like, well, what do you want? And they've
Yeah.
gone, oh, it shows on our app. So the app that they forced everyone in the country and anyone that lands to download.
Mm.
They've been like, oh well, you went offline on the app. And he's like, huh?
Mm.
I don't know what you're talking about. He goes, you've gone offline. So we didn't know where you were. We couldn't account for where you are in the country.
Get
So we
Yeah,
came
it's
and knocked on
mad,
the
though.
door. So he knocked on his door in the hotel.
Yeah.
He checked his phone. His phone ran out of charge. And he's like, what is going on?
that's
How
so
scary is that? So
fucked.
they're so like paranoid. Where like even in China, like apparently there's like scanners. They'll scan your face when you walk. Like even if you walk
Yeah.
like through a zebra crossing, they'll
Yeah.
scan your face. And
That's
they'll be
exactly
like,
it. Yeah.
they'll be like,
Yeah.
oh, who's he? Who's he been in contact with? Where's his last? Like where was he? Where was he last?
Yeah.
Who was he
Yeah,
talking
but the thing
to?
is, the Chinese
Which
are-
restaurant did he go to? Like all that kind of stuff. But they had it worse than anyone else.
100%. Yeah.
They were
that's
clearly
it.
doing that before though, because
Yeah, they had it way before
we have
this.
been trialing these apps and shit like that, but the Chinese have just put them out.
Why do you
like
think
it's
Facebook
nothing.
was? Why do you think Mark Zuckerberg was under subpoena when he was
Yeah, do you remember that?
Yeah.
privacy?
Did you
all the
see?
privacy
Did you see that
came out?
interview? He was like,
Yeah, it was like-
in court. They said to
No.
the judge said to him,
So if I were to
"What's the
send
name
a
of the hotel you're
WhatsApp,
staying at?" He was
Right.
like,
I don't want to give
he was
that.
like, "I'd rather not say." He went, "Well, that's the kind of information your app's giving away."
Yeah.
He's like,
Which is true. Yeah, you couldn't say anything.
"What
No,
do
but
you
the
say
thing-
to that?"
no, but the
What
funny
you
thing
say
was,
is
the
fine.
funny thing with that was,
Mm.
they were going. So if I sent a WhatsApp email to someone, it was like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, a
you don't know
WhatsApp
what you're
email.
saying.
Yeah.
Okay, Bruce.
Chill
Yeah.
out.
The thing is, right? They scan your face in China, right?
Oh,
everyone
easy,
know.
yeah.
Everyone know. If you've done something wrong, they'll scan you. They know who you are. This is why I think everything's so fucking corrupt. You can't do anything you want to do, right? because you're under surveillance every 5 minutes. We are the most watched country
Yeah.
in this world. Right?
Easy.
Apart from United States, apart from China, we are the most watched country in this world.
Do you reckon? What,
Yeah.
England?
100%.
Oh,
100%.
we are, yeah.
We've got phones. In London alone, there's probably more
CCTV.
surveillance
Well,
than
what
there
makes
is in
us so
fucking
special,
America.
though?
Nothing. They just want to see what the fuck you're doing.
This is the thing. If you do something out of place, they know who you are, and then they make you like right. Take this. When you're on Facebook, you make a profile of yourself. You tell who you are.
Yeah.
My name's Ross. I love football. I love this sort of stuff. But you also you search your likes. I
Yeah.
like football. I like rugby. Also like a show like say Wolf of Wall Street. I love that.
Jersey boys.
Jersey Boys. Exactly. Yeah. You think I love all this shit. Now they know everything about you.
Yeah.
If you do something wrong, they go,
Oh, this is a bit weird. Yeah.
we know this.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
know that.
We know where
You've
it is.
done this. So
Yeah.
so you've been at this place. Now with the credit cards. Now I'm going to change the subject. Now you got the credit cards, yeah, contactless, or you've got it on these fucking things, which I don't fucking condone anyone getting, but we're all fucking idiots and we get 'em.
Everyone wants
Everyone's
one.
got
Everyone
don't
wants an
I
iPhone.
know they do.
I've got them. I can't say anything because I'm an idiot myself because I've
they?
got one.
Supply and demand.
Right. So when you sign up, you got to go, right, do your Face ID, Ross.
Oh, mate.
And I go,
Yeah,
Isn't that
it's
weird?
I haven't done my Face ID. Look. Enter passcode.
Can't do any face.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
I don't want my Face ID on it.
Same as
But I know
Brad.
full well.
Brad does that.
I know full well.
Face IDs.
Everyone's got my face on it already.
Yeah.
Instagram's got it. Twitter's got it. Facebook's got it. Everyone's got your face. They've got your identity in their
It's quite
fucking
scary when you
data.
think about it, isn't
That
it?
is
100%.
You never
But
think
when you
about it.
type
You're
it
like, oh,
in,
it's just getting to my
Proper
phone,
fucked,
isn't you?
Yeah, yeah.
When you type it in on the old phones, passcode, but also you could do your thumbprint. Oh wait, it's so much easier to put my thumbprint in instead of doing my passcode. So I
Yeah.
do my thumbprint. If I do anything wrong, if I do a murder, if I want to, which I don't do, which I allegedly don't do,
Yeah, I definitely would.
if I if I want to murder someone, I know full well that Apple's got all my privacy data.
Yeah.
So is all the police, and I've got my thumb on it, and they go, Ross has done that because he's got his thumb on that door.
Yeah, I've thought about that before. It's like how
It's
much.
all weird, mate. It's all
like,
weird.
Why does Apple? I know, like
You're on
in your
the
head-
phone or it'll be losing its shit.
in your head, you're
It's
thinking.
shit, mate. Honestly.
No,
This-
your mic will be losing its
Sorry,
shit.
sorry.
That's alright.
Yeah.
In your head, you're thinking, oh, it only needs it so it's more secure into my phone.
Mm.
But you're thinking like, but if you think about it more, like Ross is saying, you're like, oh well, who are they selling that information to?
Exactly. The higher power that we don't know about.
Mate,
And the
there's,
thing
there's,
is-
there's some dodgy stuff. I
Do
know,
you know
like
what's
we're getting
really
deep, but there's some weird stuff.
It's just
going on.
it's
We
getting
don't-
deep,
like,
but
we'll
it's-
never know. We'll never
No,
know.
we'll never
It's
know.
all
But
conspiracy.
we can always conspiracy.
I've
We
said
always
all the
make
time.
conspiracy theories about it.
You
but
know me. I've said for years there's some weird stuff going on.
Now,
I think it's time for another beer.
that open up a beer.
sounds
Come on,
about
let's do it.
right.
Let's get- What's the time?
To be fair, what winds me up the most about Americans, not in general,
Yeah.
about the American government is they're so paranoid. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, we've got Area 51.
My drink everywhere. You know what I mean?
We've got Area 51 and all this kind of stuff. Just tell people. I don't care. Like, just
They're
what?
right.
Hell,
They're
what-
right. Well, we'll
what-
go on to 9/11 and
like-
we'll go to aliens.
That's
All right.
it. Ross's game.
I know, but why are
Public
you so worried?
conspiracies.
Why are you so worried to tell people? Just tell people. I'd rather know than just be left
Do
in
you
the
know
dark
what it
about
is?
stuff.
They
Do you know
want
what I mean?
they want Americans to live in awe. They go,
Yeah.
is there or is there not? Because they love the conspiracy theory. They love people talking about it to overhype the subject. So when you see people go, Area 51's got aliens in it. There's alien technology in there. You know, for fuck's sake, in Area 51, there's been confirmed case. There's someone that works in Area 51 that knows. Pardon me. Got so much gas. Go to Pittsburgh if I want to.
Gas.
That in Area 51, there's confirmed a sort of. I've got enough to go. It's a lot of drink. It's a lot of drink.
It is a lot.
It's a lot of
To be
drink.
fair-
Give me some break.
I mean, I'm 2 away from filling up a 24 can empties.
Yeah,
We've done that.
there's a lot.
There's
There's a
8
lot that's
warranties
been
in that
done.
one, so.
But in Area 51 alone, there is a machine or technology that can produce no gravity on this planet. Whereas that is alien technology. Do you understand that? In Area 51, there's a confirmed case where someone has come out of Area 51 working for
I
them.
would love that.
There's no gravity already made by a machine. There's already stuff.
To be fair,
When we look at this,
you wouldn't put it past the government, would
of
you?
course you wouldn't.
The amount of stuff they keep, the amount of stuff they keep you in the dark about. Have you seen Paul?
Huh?
Have you seen the film Paul?
Oh,
Oh, what, the alien?
Paul is
Yeah.
not somewhere you need to be.
No, but
Oh,
what?
what with
no,
old
no.
what's it,
Simon
Penn,
Pegg.
Simon Pegg.
Yeah,
That's
nah.
it. Oh, what a guy!
Yeah,
he
nah.
is.
But what I was about
And
to say
Nick
was.
Frost.
Yeah.
What a
no,
guy!
no,
What
was
a guy!
he?
What a guy! Shout out Nick Frost.
Forget the fact
Simon
that
Pegg.
forget the fact that it is a cartoon and a comedy.
And he's a fucking
But
film.
it is such a good film.
And it's a
Funny
film.
as fucking.
What I was going to say was the fact that he's, as an alien, is sitting there and he's explaining stuff to Steven Spielberg about stuff that's in his films. I believe that kind of stuff could have happened.
100%.
Oh, fuck off.
Isn't it weird?
Shut
No,
up.
no, no.
How do
Honestly,
you know? How do you know it didn't happen?
But,
it-
Oh, so he made it up
yeah.
as a
Yeah.
human.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird how all these directors?
Yes.
Yes, it is weird.
Of course
Isn't
it's
it weird? Yes, it's
of course
weird.
it's weird. To us, it's weird to us, but
Right.
to higher powers, it's like, oh, we've seen that before.
Yeah.
But when you see all these directors
Got
that
money.
actually, why the fuck have we got films out there that show an apocalypse of an alien invasion,
Yeah.
like
How do we know what that
War,
looks like?
World War Z and stuff like that,
Imagine
where it's like
how do we know what that looks like?
Imagination.
How the fuck these
Imagination.
directors can tell- exactly. But when you think of it, these phones, right? I'll tell you this now, right? These phones are killing us. We're
Yeah, they are.
fucked with these phones.
No,
Hey.
they are.
Oh, do you know what I was going to talk about tonight? I forgot what I was going to talk about.
Phones.
Yeah, phones, but there's something else I was going to talk about, but then felt I had another sort of.
Oh, hang on. Whilst we're talking about apocalypse, I've got a good would you rather. Just throw in the mix.
Alright. Oh, that's definitely me. That's definitely Ross.
Yeah, it's me. Boys, I fucked my hair. Oh, Rob's cut his hair, I think.
Oh, we need to get Rob on.
Yeah, we'll get Rob on.
We'll
We'll
get
all
Rob
have a
on.
little group conversation, yeah?
Look at my phone. It's only
So-
only full of Tinder.
Oh, mate, my Tinder's just
Would
not
would
bad.
you rather be in a zombie apocalypse or a robot apocalypse?
Zombie.
Zombie, because you can kill them.
Straight zombie.
Robots.
Robots, they
AI
can
technology.
fuck you up.
Yeah, AI technology is fucked.
Have you seen
How'd
Terminator?
you
Yes.
kill a zombie robot?
No
I
chance.
can kill a zombie easy.
Yeah,
How'd
You,
you kill a
you
robot?
can chop off their arm, you can chop off their leg, they chop
be
off.
fair,
it'll
Like
still come
Walking
through.
Dead. Walking
Yeah,
Dead
but with a
seems
zombie-
like a fucking
yeah.
breeze.
With a
compared
zombie,
to Terminator.
you could board up your windows and you'd be fine.
See, with
When
Walking
you
Dead,
are.
with zombies. I've got so
So
much
much
gas going to
gas.
Pittsburgh. See, with don't deep throat a bottle. See, with zombies, right? Zombies are there's different sort of zombies. In films, you see them. They're fast, they're slow,
Yeah.
they're lethargic,
They're still
shit.
zombies, aren't they? Shit.
They're still zombies.
Yeah, but still, they're slow enough to chop off their heads.
Exactly, but
Have
it's
you
slow.
ever played Dead Island?
I love Dead Island.
Mate, Dead Island.
I'm gonna go for a wee while she's talking about
Mate,
this.
Dead Island.
Say.
I'll tell you now.
This was the long and short of it. It's going to be episode 4. We were joined by Ross Mclintock. The TikTok star. We are out.